Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the gym. Thank you so much for tuning in. Hopefully you're having a wonderful day. Just got back from the European International Championships, and I'm excited to be back in lovely Akron, Ohio. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, we got some subs to kick the stream off. Thank you guys so much for the support. I really appreciate that. Spike Owens, NM Dart, Find the Yeti, Chief, Pokevon, Koros Eagle, Meek, Incomplete Pokedex, Infernin for you, and Long Dirt Harry. Thank you. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Oh, I'm excited to be back. Very, very excited to be back. Had a great time in London. It was my first time ever visiting the UK, and it was great. Landed there Wednesday morning, and thank you, Zero Shiro, for the gifted sub. Thank you. I ended up playing Goodra, which was a surprise to me. So if you were surprised, saying, wow, I didn't know he had the goo in him, neither did I. Thank you, Lysol Streams and Human Mr. Pixel and Mr. Minart for those subs. I finished 64th place on the nose at EUIC, which is awesome because top 64 is like the last amount of space. It's the last placements where they give out prize money. So I got $500 in a booster box. That was pretty cool. And had I finished 65th, I would have gotten nothing. So that was sick. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, Seti, for the Prime sub. Steven the Red and Shubhan. Thank you. Yo, what's up, Tom? It's a pleasure meeting you and Evie. Thank you so much, Tom, for the 18 months. Appreciate it. Yeah, I honestly felt like I have my World's Invite. Actually, I got a lot more than my World's Invite now. I stumbled my way into a stipend. Thank you, Boyish Good Looks, for the Prime sub and the 46 months. Thank you. Yeah, thank you guys. Thank you. And thank you, Evie, for the Prime sub and the 4 months. Appreciate you, Evie. It was a pleasure meeting you. So, yeah, we're going to start out. We got a lot of really exciting stuff for the stream today. I'm going to go over I haven't been doing vlogs lately. Maybe they'll return one day. Maybe. But we're going to start off with a little tournament recap. Talk about the deck I played, why I played it, the process leading up to the deck decision. And this is actually kind of interesting because does anybody want to guess how many games I'd played with Goodra before round 1 of the tournament? Thank you, Slaughter Home, Mr. Home, and Lil Will for those subs. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Yeah, it was 0 games. Yeah, 0. I had not played the deck. Not one time, bro. 0. Goose egg, baby. Goose egg. Not a single game. Yeah. Round 1 was my first game with the deck. So, to go to a international championship, thank you, Dominic, for the sub. To go, thank you, Seymour, and Blue Cloister. Thank you, guys. Dang, you guys got a hype train going on? Like, okay, that's crazy. Thank you. Yeah, we straight winging it, which was fun. Honestly, it was fun. I used this as an opportunity to push myself to try something different, try something that I hadn't done before, or done lately. So yeah, I finished 64th. This is the deck list that I played. This is Riley's cards because he had the deck built and took a picture of it. I did not. So, yeah, these are Riley's cards. I played some goofy switches and some promo escape ropes, which were sick. But this is the list we played. So, those of you guys, what's interesting is that I didn't have this deck built, right? Leading up to the event. In fact, I tweeted all the decks that I had built. Right here. With the pandemic, all my tested is shifted online, and then with PTCGO leaving, I'm back to testing on paper. Boom. These are the decks I had. These are the decks that I had built going into EUIC. I had Charizard Sableye Lost Box. I had Mid-Rhydon. I had Mew VMAX. I had Guardy with Mewtwo V-Union. I had Giratina V-Star. I had Lugia V-Star. I had the Rapid Strike Inteleon box. And I had Lost Box Dragonite. These are the decks I had built. And about a week before EUIC, my favorite deck was Mew VMAX. But, I mean, that kind of tracks, I guess. Yeah, about a week before the tournament, I was like, yo, thanks, JR. I appreciate it, man. Yeah, about a week before, I was like, I'm just going to play Mew VMAX. I'm just going to judge my opponents, and then I'm going to path them, and I'm going to win. And one of the things that really motivated me to want to play Mew VMAX is that I thought Judge Path was very good against Gardevoir. I thought Gardevoir was going to be relatively popular. But I was like, you know, if you're playing 3 to 4 Path and 3 copies of Judge, you know, Guardy can't keep up with that. Generally. And also, Judge and Path is very good against Lost Box. But I still got spooked out by the Lost Box matchup. I wasn't liking it. And I was kind of spooked out about the Lugia matchup as well, just because they have so many Darkness attackers now. So, Mew is my favorite deck going into EUIC. I still kind of wish I'd played it, but it's fine. I was ready to push myself to try something different, and that's so by the time I actually left for EUIC, I was very up in the air. These are the 8 decks I brought with me. I also built a Zoroark V-Star, Hisuian Zoroark V-Star deck, which I ended up deciding was very bad. So we went into EUIC with this collection of decks. Landed there Wednesday, and Wednesday, pretty much, you know, signed up for the event, went out to dinner, and kind of hung out a little bit. I was exhausted, didn't sleep on the plane, so not too much went down on Wednesday. Thank you, Stevie, for the sub in the 15 months. And then Thursday was going to be the big testing day with Riley. So I had all these decks built. Riley pretty much had like maybe one deck built. It didn't have too much. So we were just testing all the decks that we had here against each other. And the deck that seemed the best was like the Turbo Dragonite Lost Box. That deck, it seemed like that was going to be like the deck to beat. So the Turbo Dragonite V Lost Box deck was testing very well for us. And we were kind of like leaning into that. Thank you, Jay Stu, for the Prime sub and the 40 months. And then we got to talking about the Mirror, Lost Box Mirror, and Goodra. And Riley was like, you know, I'm really interested in a Goodra deck. So I was like, okay, well, let's, we're going to go to dinner. We tested all day, and Lost Box Dragonite seemed like the best deck. So we were like, at the end of the testing session, like right before dinner, he was like, okay, you know, I'm interested to try out Gudra, though. Let's go to dinner, come back, and then we'll, like, try Gudra out a few games, right? So we went to dinner, came back, built the Gudra deck, and Riley beat, like, all of these decks with Gudra, except for Giratina. Giratina is the only deck that could beat Gudra consistently in our testing. Granted, we didn't have a lot of time for a lot of games, so I think I low-rolled Guardia a couple games. Like, I low-rolled Guardia a couple games against Gudra, and Gudra was able to beat it. But that's a matchup that I would find out was actually horrendous. Yeah. Gardevoir is a terrible matchup for Gudra. But it seemed good versus everything else. So we were trying to decide between Lost Zone Box and Gudra, and I wanted to have like some sort of... I don't like playing the deck that's like the most popular deck in the room. And also, I'm not going to lie, I was a little bit spooked out because Azul tweeted that the tournament was going to be filled with Gudra, bro. So Azul tweets this the day before EUIC, and me and Riley are like coming to the conclusion that we think we want to play Gudra. And right as we're coming to the conclusion, thank you, Kyle, for that tier 3 sub. I know, right as we're coming to the conclusion, he tweets this, and I'm like, dang, bro, why has he got to be doing that? Yeah, appreciate you, Kyle. Thank you. And thank you, Medic Man, for the sub as well. And this tweet has 305 likes. That's a lot of traction. 20,000 people had viewed it. I know. Azul ended up playing single prize Lost Box. Charizard Lost Box. Thank you, Josh is not me, for the sub. So, I know Azul tweeted that. Cyrus Davis also tweeted that they had it on their top picks. So, like, yeah, here we go, right? Another Gudra list. So it was like, okay, people were starting to post about Gudra, and it was making me a little bit nervous. But ultimately, Riley and I were like, we're feeling the goo. I wanted something a little bit different. I didn't want to play too many mirror matches. I ended up playing 2 mirror matches, but I won them both. So that was cool. Let's see. So I built the Gudra deck. Riley and I were talking about the Gudra deck and like saying like, okay, well, what do we... If we're going to play Gudra, is there anything we could do that would make the Gudra mirror a little bit better if we're expecting that like... if we're expecting Gudra to show up a little bit, is there anything we could do that's going to make the mirror a little bit better? And we all decided that the second choice belt was the card that would make the mirror the best. Since the choice belt guarantees that you're 2-hit KOing Gudras, it's pretty much... And choice belt's just good in Gudra in general, since it allows you to 1-hit KO basic Vs. Yo, thanks, Dankus, for the Prime sub and the 45 months. So it's a pretty, like... We were just going for straightforward consistency. Really, no frills, no tricks. We just wanted to be like a very consistent Gudra list, with the expectation that Gudra was just a good meta call for the event. And I think all in all, it was a pretty good meta call. Gudra ended up increasing its presence in day 2 from day 1. Its conversion from day 1 to day 2 made it a good play. I think it was a solid play for getting points, but I think Gudra was always going to have a hard time winning the events. Whereas, like, Mew VMAX had a better chance to win the event, in my opinion. As we saw with Pablo. I mean, Pablo, like, barely lost his top 4 match to Tord. I think Pablo could have won his top 4 match against Tord and then would have lost to Alex Szymanski because Alex had two Drapion and an Alola Vulpix V-Star. I'm really proud of Alex Szymanski for winning the event, by the way, his first major career win. So huge congrats to Alex on a job well done. 4 switch, 4 rope was great. Just, generally a very consistent, smooth running list. 3 boss is, that's the thing about Gudra, is that you're not really taking big one-hit KOs, so you need 3 boss. I play 4 boss. Boss's Orders was the best card in the Gudra deck. By far. All you want to do is set up Gudra, boss things. Yeah, that I know. JR, listen, I love Mew VMAX. Yeah. I love Mew VMAX, so I hear you. Mew can still beat that deck, even with double Drapion. Need the Giovanni bot. I played, well, these aren't the cards I played. This is Riley's picture. The cards I played are right over. I played like, here, I'll show you real quick. I played some funny artworks in my list. Oh, yeah, I'm also opening the newest Japanese Pokemon set today. So, that's cool. Yeah, the list I played, I had all the different promo bosses. I had a Giovanni boss. I had a Cyrus boss. I had an e-reader switch. I had the underballs. I had, let's see. What else did I have in here? I had some funny stuff. 4 different switch arts. Pokemon League. Reverse Hollow Escape Ropes. Oh, yeah. Straight fire. Yeah, this is the list I play with. I played the new silver border cards because they seem cool, and 1 Lysander boss. So, yeah, that's my Gudra deck right there. You guys think I'm gonna open the Iono today? I think I'm opening the Iono today. I think I am. What do you guys think? You think I'm pulling the $2,000 Iono? Fortunately, I brought a 2-3 Gudra line, and Riley had a 3rd Gudra V for me to borrow. Zeely had to find... Zeely finished 6-3 with the deck. So me, Zeely, and Riley all played the same 60. Zeely also had not played a single game with the deck. Thank you, Shady, for the Prime sub, and Trainer Joe. Yeah. And we called Jesse Parker. We called JW Flex Daddy Creewall to see if he would talk with us about our deck choice before the event. And JW didn't answer the phone, which was super cringe. Good friend, JW. So then we called Jesse Parker, who was a good friend, and answered the phone. Yeah. Easy to tell who your real friends are. So then we talked to Jesse, and the list was this, except we had Hisui and Heavy Ball instead of the second choice belt. And after talking with Jesse, Jesse helped us decide to play the second choice belt, which ended up being really good. I think both Riley and I beat all the mirrors we played. Listen, I don't care if JW has a baby. He's also got best friends. And I've been around longer than that baby, so I don't want to hear it. Listen, best friends got needs too. Yeah, nice meeting you too, Lewis. So yeah, Jesse helped us decide to play the second choice belt. We cut the Hisui and Heavy Ball for it. which it was fine. And the second choice belt helped me to win all my mirrors. So that was awesome. I'm going to pull up, let's see, PokeStats Live? I think I can go over here. Standings. PokeStats Live is insane. There's me, Andre Machone, and here's my records. Okay. So this is what my tournament run looked like. Playing the Goodra. Like I said, round 1 was the first game I had ever played with this Goodra deck. We decided to play Goodra at about 11 p.m. the night before the event. And then we had the list locked in at about I know, Sander. Well, what are you going to do? Unfortunate. Yeah. Yeah, thanks, R-Dash. So we decided at about midnight what the list was going to be. I shipped it. I put it into RK9 Labs and went to bed. Zeely still had to buy 10 cards for his deck the morning of, which was crazy. So props to Zeely for literally not even having the deck in his hands the night before the event. And then building it. Zeely would go on to finish 6-3. He was the strongest start. He started at 5-1 and then lost 2 and 1-1. So Zeely finished 6-3, which was good. It got him some points and helped him towards his Worlds invite. Riley and I both made day 2 at 6-2 and 1. So that was sick. Played against Guardy round 1. And in game 1, actually my opponent popped off on me. Double battle VIP pass, 3 Curlia turn 2. And I prized 2 of my Goodra V and had just cut the Hisuian Heavy Ball from my list. So after losing to Joe Lamb game 1, I was like, oh yeah, I'm about to have a terrible day. But we were able to rally back and win games 2 and 3 real quick and beat that Guardy deck. So at this point, I had not played hardly any of the matchups. Like I watched Riley play them because I was the testing partner. Riley was playing the Goodra V-Star deck in our testing, and I was testing across the table from it. So I hadn't actually played any games with it, but I had played against it. So I kind of understood, at that point, what to do. Round 2, I play against Lost Zone Box, and I ended up losing a long game 1 because of Echoing Horn. So that was really frustrating because when you're playing against Lost Zone Box, the goal is to set up 2 Goodra V-Stars and to not put more than 3 other Pokemon on the bench. So what you want to do is you want to force the 7 prize game because with Dragonite, they can knock out they can just knock out like a Goodra if they place 2 damage counters on it with Sableye. Then they can like escape rope, knock it out with Goodra. Or knock it out with Dragonite. So you really want to force them to take 7 prizes. But my opponent, I don't know my opponent's list, right? So I have 3 single prizers in play. And it's kind of hard because you have to get a quick Goodra while only using 2 Comfy and a Radiant Greninja. Or 3 Comfy, right? It's hard. It's hard because that's not the easiest thing to do. You really want to have like 3 Comfy out and the Radiant Greninja. But to try and force the 7 prize game, you have to limit yourself. So I lost a long game 1 because my opponent at the end of the game busts out the Echoing Horn, brings up another Comfy, and knocks it out. We didn't play Manaphy, so there was no Manaphy. You don't need the Manaphy. Straight up. No Manaphy, dude. Don't need it. Who cares? If they come in for the turn 2 Radiant Greninja, knock out 2 Comfies, that's just the way it goes. Hope you hit Melanie and then just start swinging with Goodra. So he wins game 1, I win game 2, and then we tie game 3. Game 3 doesn't finish because he used the Echoing Horn. So that was like really tough, actually. Then I played against Joe Moylan and was able to win another Guardy match. So at this point, I'm like, oh yeah, Guardy's a good matchup. This is sick. Thanks, Jesse, for the Prime sub and the 51 months. Appreciate it. Thank you. Then I play against a Gudra Mirror. So at this point, I'm 2-0-1. Play against a Gudra Mirror. I have 2 choice belts. And the Gudra Mirror is the same exact thing. You don't want to bench more than 3 non-Gudra Pokemon, right? Because we all play Escape Rope, so it's very easy to target down non-Gudra Pokemon. And knocking out Gudra V-Stars is not that bad, because if you play double choice belt, you're 2-hit KOing them even through the Rolling Iron. So you really want to play 2 choice belts if you're going to, want to be favored in the Gudra Mirror. And then you also want to limit your bench. And I felt like I was out navigating my opponents in the Gudra Mirror. I was able to, one of these guys is not listed as a Gudra deck. I think I played against 2 Gudra decks. I did. I don't know where the second one was supposed to be, but anyways, one of these guys I feel like was Gudra as well, because I played against 2 Gudra Mirrors, but I don't see a second Gudra here. Oh well, oh well. Maybe it was one of these. Maybe it was Joe Moylan. Maybe that dude was Gudra. I feel like this dude was Gudra. Anyways, because I only played against I only played against 4 Guardies. So yeah, this dude was a Gudra as well. And I ended up beating both of these Gudra decks. Thank you, Big Ben team, for the Prime sub and the 28 months. And Jesse, thank you guys. So yeah, I think these were both Gudras. And I was able to beat them both by limiting my bench, relying on the double choice belts. That's the thing, is like my opponents were over benching. So by benching like 4 non-Gudra Pokemon, with 3 bosses orders in the deck, all you have to do is knock out 1 Gudra V-Star and then 4 single prizers. And it was very easy. So I was able to beat both the Gudra Mirrors, and with 2 choice belts, it felt strong. So I like that. So I'm feeling very good. Yeah, Joe Moylan was Gudra. Yeah, not Guardy. Right. Yep. So with 2 choice belts and some heads-up play, I was able to beat both of the Gudra Mirrors, not having played any before, but it was chill. Then I played against Andrew Martin, who was running hot as blazes. I've played many games against Andrew Martin before. He's a good guy, strong deck builder, and my God, at this point, I had already beat 1 Guardy, so I'm like, all right, Guardy can't be too bad. Andrew Martin is playing Mewtwo v Union Guardy, and both games he had multiple battle VIP pass, 3 Curlia, and was at the bottom of his deck turn 3. Playing Mewtwo v Union Guardy. And it was at that point that I realized that Gudra has a terrible Guardy matchup. If your opponent runs hot. If your opponent is at the bottom of their deck on turn 3, it's over. They won. I mean, Andrew Martin was like bottom of his deck, Sky Seal Stone, 3 prizes with Zashi and V on your Gudra, 10 energy on it. I mean, it was insane. I felt like his deck was drawing extremely hot for the amount of cards he had in it. And sure enough, Andrew Martin would start like 8-0-1 day 1 and then drop to top 32. So I feel like the natural inconsistency of his deck trying to have like a lot of different... I felt like he had like a lot of different things going on in the list with Mewtwo v Union. It wasn't as straightforward as Tord's list. It was a Mewtwo v Union version. So I feel like it had the potential to be less consistent. And sure enough, I think that ended up happening in day 2 because he dropped to top 32 after starting 8-0-1 or whatever. So Andrew Martin was on fire at that point, and I got absolutely destroyed. Then played against a Lost Box and was able to win that. Then I played against Mew VMAX, and my opponent had the perfect game 1. Double cross switcher, double power tablet, choice, knock out the first Gudra, double cross switcher, double power tablet, choice to knock out the second Gudra. Cool. Yeah. If your opponent does that, ain't nothing you could do. You got to hope that they don't do that. So we did that game 1. Then game 2 and 3, he didn't draw very well, and I beat him. So that was cool. Then at that point, I was playing my winning into day 2, going for my 6th dub against Anthony Kelly. It's a cool picture of us playing, actually, on Twitter. Right there. Got to play against Leon himself, which was sick. He was playing Gudra, and I was playing... No, he was playing Lugia. Yeah, and I was playing Gudra. He was playing Lugia. And that matchup's great. Yeah. Lugia, as you can see, I was able to beat both the Lugias that I played against. Lugia's free matchup. So, was able to 2-0 Anthony, which put me into day 2. And then last round, I was playing against a Lost Box deck. My opponent played very tight. I was not drawing very well. I was not attacking on turn 2. And I found out the Lost Box matchup, especially with Dragonite V, can be pretty sus because all they have to do is just be really smart with their Sableye placements and put just 2 damage counters on your Dragonite Vs, or put two damage counters on your Gudras with Sableye, and then they can just escape rope Dragonite VU. So it's a tough matchup. I ended up not drawing very well and took that loss. And then I played against Guardy round 1 of day 2, and I also lost. It was at this point that I was like, dang, I don't think that we can actually beat Guardy if it sets up at all. Because all they do is they just go double battle VIP pass turn 1, they go 3 Curlia turn 2, and then they're one-hit KOing your Gudras by turn 3. It's just like, okay, you're bodied, right? There's nothing to really do about that. And I think at this point, I was realizing that Gardevoir was a great meta call for this event because a lot of the top decks were not playing enough hand disruption. And my Gudra deck was not playing any hand disruption. Just one copy of Roxanne, right? So Gardevoir is an invincible deck. If you don't do anything to stop them during the first 3 turns of the game, you're getting stunted on. So that's what I was finding out in the middle of this event. I was like, dang, man, I really miss my Mew VMAX deck. I wish I could judge path my opponent right now. Instead, I'm just playing Colress Experiment. Maybe I'm attacking with like a Cramorant, but they don't care about that, right? They don't care. So in order to reliably beat Gardevoir, you have to disrupt the board, or you have to be knocking out Curlias early. If you're not doing either of those things, you are going to lose. So that's what I was finding out. By the time I played against my 3rd Gardevoir deck, I was like, dang, if they just go battle VIP pass, Curlia, game's over, pack it up, you've already lost. So you can imagine my disappointment. Thank you, Mac Attack, for the Prime sub. The Greninja doesn't matter. They all play Manaphy. So like Greninja doesn't matter. If you can Greninja early, like if they prize their Manaphy, then sure. But they just always put down Manaphy, right? It's part of the double battle VIP pack. They always have it. Yeah. They always have it. So that was tough. So you can imagine my disappointment when I get queued up against another Gardevoir, because there were not that many Gardevoirs in day 2. So for me to see Gardevoir, my first 2 rounds of day 2, I'm like, okay, this is terrible. Yes. Ahmed says you need a turn 2 Sableye or have an attacker that can kill 310 Pokemon. Right. I actually realized that Drapion is like, you actually have to power up the Drapion, kind of. Against Guardy. If you're playing Gudra, that's like your one thing that you can do. You can power up Drapion, but then you have to use 2 of your 3. You have to use 2 of your 3 Mirage Gates to do that. So, however, At this point, I'm still extremely convinced that Gardevoir is kind of a brick deck and a high roll stage 2 deck, and it should not be as consistent. I'm still convinced at this point that Gardevoir should not be as consistent as it has been running against me. And sure enough, I play against a Gardevoir round 11, and my opponent bricks 2 games, and I beat him. Let's go, baby. Let's go. What do you know? Didn't get a VIP pass turn 1 either game, and I won both. Yes. Guardy's consistency is almost entirely dependent on finding battle VIP passes. If they don't find battle VIP passes turn 1, if they don't find research turn 1, yeah. I think like it feels kind of like Greninja in my mind. Maybe it's not that inconsistent. Celebrations Mew, you get one shot at a Celebrations Mew, and you get one shot. It's no guarantee to find the battle VIP pass. God forbid you prize one or something like that. But I was able to beat this Gardevoir, which felt good. So at that point, I was 2-2 against Guardy. And you know what? I will take a 50-50 because that is a terrible matchup for Goodra. Gardevoir, bad matchup for Goodra. Not a lot of great ways to win that. You kind of have to hope that their deck doesn't work too great. So going 2-2 against Gardevoir, I was like chilling. That's fine because that is a terrible matchup. Then I got paired against a Lugia. Like I said, great matchup. And then I got paired against Arceus Giratina, which can actually be sketchy if they go first, and that's what happened. Ended up, I won one of the games, and then game 3, it was like a Goodra pass turn 1, and my opponent went double turbo, research, power up, Trinity charge to a Giratina V, So like game 3, they were hustling, and that did not end, so that was fine. So I ended up tying there. Any deck that can just do a ton of damage is going to be a bad time for Goodra. So then I play against Sander Wachik, and I had a great time playing against Sander. I pretty much knew that I was in for a bad time. Sander had been working on his control deck for months at this point, and word had already started to get out that it was kind of a doozy. This is the list that Sander was playing. The idea of the deck is to mill your opponent out, and he was able to beat me by putting the pot helmet onto the mill tank, right? And then he would, at the end of the game, his loop was pot helmet mill tank, and then he would penny to pick up the mill tank, and then go into Mimikyu and Jealous Eyes, and the Mimikyu would be invincible. And then he'd penny the Mimikyu and go back into Pot Helmet Miltank, and then if I hit it, he'd penny it and go back into Mimikyu, and he'd knock out the threat with Mimikyu. It was genius, right? It was genius. Absolutely genius. However, I absolutely destroy this deck if we decide to play one Vacuum. However, that's what a control deck does. A control deck says, I bet you won't, I bet that these lists won't be playing a Vacuum or whatever. And sure enough, I wasn't playing a Vacuum. So if I'd played a Vacuum, then I would have been able to just remove the pot helmet from the mill tank and I just win, right? But I wasn't able to remove the pot helmet from the mill tank and was not able to win because I only got one Cramorant. So the only Pokemon I have in my deck that can hit the mill tank are Cramorant and Greninja. And he will eventually just kill my Cramorant, like I said, with the penny the mill tank and knock it out with Mimikyu. Yeah. So Cramorant's only doing 80 damage to the mill tank. So, and then I didn't have any recovery cards. So that's the loop. So he ended up beating me because he was able to do that. He was able to use the pot helmet mill tank and then kill it with the Mimikyu. Mimikyu's invincible. At the end of the game, he's got his whole deck. That's it. The bear is just big. He's a big dude. So yeah, that was that. So I lost to Sander. Then I played against Magnus, who was playing, I think Magnus posted his list as well. He was playing a really crazy, so I just finished playing against, is this, I'm not sure if Magnus has his list. It's Pedersen. All right, got it. Thank you. Cool. Is that it? This is the deck. Oh, lordy. Okay. So then I play against Magnus. Magnus, in game 1, opens Empoleon V. So I just finished playing against Sander, who was playing a crazy control deck. And then I'm going into my final round, and I'm like, all right, if I win this, I'll have a chance at top 64, $500. I really want to win this match. And my opponent opens Empoleon V. And I'm like, what the heck is going on, man? What do we got going on here? So I have like a broken opening hand with Battle VIP Pass, Comfy, Gudra. We got it all. Colress's Experiment. I'm going first. And my opponent flips over Lone Empoleon V. And I'm like, oh, it's going to be like that. So then I use Battle VIP Pass, get some Pokemon out, attach to my Gudra, and I pass because I cannot do anything. I can't Flower Selecting. I can't I can Radiant Greninja. I can't Flower Selecting. So I just pass. Then Magnus goes on to get another Empoleon V, so I can't escape rope out of the lock. Puts an Urshifu V on the bench, starts powering it up, attaches a Rapid Strike energy to Empoleon V, and I'm like, oh my god, what in the world is happening here? Right? So then turn 2, I Colress's Experiment, attach to Gudra again. I'm just manually attaching, right? And pass again. I'm like, I'm just going to build up my Gudra the old-fashioned way and then just start swinging. So then, turn 3, I start to realize what's going on. Because Magnus attaches another Rapid Strike energy to Empoleon V and attaches the Scroll of Swirls. And now I'm like, I'm dying, bro. I'm like, what? What? And he uses the Scroll of Swirls attack and does 30 damage to all my guys, right? But I don't have very many Pokemon in play. I opened Cramorant, actually. I opened Cramorant. So I have Cramorant, I have one Comfy, and I have a Gudra, and I have 2 Gudras. Because I'm like, I can't use my abilities anyway, so. So he's hitting me for 30 on everything. And the next turn, I Colress again. Thankfully, I'm able to Colress chain. I'm Colressing into my other Colresses. And I miss the energy to get a third energy on my Gudra, which is extremely frustrating. Then he judges me, puts a Forest Seal Stone on a benched Urshifu V, right? He judges me, puts the Forest Seal Stone on the benched Urshifu V, and does 30 to everything again, and puts down Radiant Alakazam. And it's at this point, I'm like, oh my god, this could actually get really scary, because he's doing 30 to everything and then moving damage counters around with Radiant Alakazam. But he judged me into the energy choice belt boss's orders I need to gust up his Urshifu V and just blast it, right? So he judges me into the perfect 4-card hand, and thank you, Jay Belanti and Beltaway Blue, for those subs. Thank you, guys. And I boss up the Urshifu V, I knock it out, and then at that point, I have a powered-up Gudra. I still have my Moisture Star. He's wiping my bench, but there's nothing he can do to stop the Gudra. So now he's like looking at my board, and he's like, yeah, that's a problem. And I just go Choice Belt, knockout Empoleon, knockout Empoleon game. So then, game 2, he opens Drapion and does not have an Empoleon and has a dead hand. So I pretty much just set up very fast and start knocking things out. Yeah, he just opens Drapion and Urshifu V game 2. No other search. Can't find his Empoleons. And then I just kind of set up and ran straight over it. So that was great. So game 1, very scary. Game 2, no problem. Pleasure playing against Magnus. Thank you, Gab, for the sub in the 51 months. But that was a lot of fun. So with 29 match points, I ended up finishing 64th place. Now, I ran out of the hall because I ended up, I thought that I could finish in top 64, but then when I was done, Riley and Natalie were like, nah, you got no shot. I don't think that there's any chance that you can make it. So I was like, okay, well, let's get out of here then, right? So we left, and then I'm checking later, and when I'm back in the hotel, I look at PokeStats Live, and it says that I'm in 50-something place. And I'm like, hey, guys, it says I'm in, 51st place or whatever. They're like, yeah, well, there's still, 50 matches that are not reported yet. I was like, oh, okay, well, yeah, no chance. And then Riley said, then Riley checked, RK9 or whatever, and was like, my guy, you are 64th place on the nose. So I just barely got there. There were only 3 people with 29 points that got top 64, and I was one of them. So that was sick, and we started popping off in the hotel because this 64th place not only meant that I was able to earn the $500 from the prize money, which was sick, it also made it so I earned 130 championship points from this event. And what that did is it put me in contention for a stipend, which I wasn't even going for. But come to find out, I also had earned the 15th most championship points in quarter 3 in North America, which qualifies me for another $1,000 to attend the North American International Championships, which are in my backyard, Columbus, Ohio. So that final round win was a $1,500 win. And that bubble into 64th place was a $1,500 bubble. So I was popping off. That was sick. So it pretty much ended up as good as it could possibly end up for me with a top 64 finish. That was awesome. And I think I'm locked for top 16 quarter 3 with a top 32 finish, a top 16 regional finish, and a top 64 Nats finish. So that's pretty good. It also kind of puts me in a race for top 16 for the year. I'm at 520. I'm 25th place right now. So, if I have an insane finish at NAIC, I could potentially be in the mix for top 16. I am 25th in North America right now at 520 championship points. I also was proud of myself for being able to pass the the 500 threshold because it means that I could have qualified for Worlds even if the limit was 500 this year. So it's kind of, neat. But at 520, if I have if I have a strong NAIC finish and maybe upgrade one of my regional finishes, because right now I still have a top 64 from Peoria in there. Say I get a top 4 regional. If I replace this 36th place with a top 4 regional, and then I also have an extremely strong finish at NAIC, it could be possible for me to be in the mix. And I wasn't even going for that. I've only attended one Nats. I mean, usually to even be in the conversation for top 16, it's pretty much required that you go to all 4 international championships. In some ways, it's a pay-to-win structure like that because you have to shell out the nearly $2,000 plane ticket to go to Australia. That's just the way it is. It is... I mean, you got to figure, I got 64th at EUIC, and that's 130 championship points. Imagine if I just get a couple of top 128s, 256s, give me some 256s, some 128s over here, and then instead of being at 520 points, I'm at 700 points, right? So you see, it's in a lot of these, there's 100th place, 100th place, 200th place, right? 193rd place, 100th place. It's all you have to do is just show up and get top 128, top 256, and then you're in there, right? Those the 256s are making a huge difference. So that's something. It's if I wanted to chase top 16, I would have to shell out the $2,000 to go to Australia. It's a pay-to-win structure for sure. That's just the way it is. Consider this. When I got top 16 at the regional championships that I went to that had over 1,000 players, so Arlington and Knoxville, I only got 80 championship points for those finishes out of well over 1,000 players. But then when I got 64th place out of 1,500, I got 130 points. So I got 50 more points for getting 64th place than I did for getting 11th at a similarly sized event, which is crazy. So the way that it's structured right now, it's structured in a way that's very encouraging for players to pay tons of money to go to these international championships. And it makes sense. I understand that Pokemon wants people to go to these. Thank you, Brazy, for the Prime sub in the 10 months. It's just kind of the way it is. I've never considered myself a player that can afford to go to places like Australia and Brazil to play Pokemon cards. So I just don't, because that's not really in the budget for me as someone who has to make a living off of this game. It's it's just not in the budget. It doesn't make any sense, right? Financially, it don't make no sense for me to go. If I'm doing my budget for the year, it's bro, you're telling me, financially, it doesn't make any sense for me to do all that. Is I got a home, a family now, there's stuff we got to do. Stuff we got to take care for. Dallas says it doesn't make sense emotionally or spiritually either. Well, there's that too. Yeah. So that's kind of the way things are right now. You pretty much have to go to the international championships to be in contention for top 16 North America. You have to go to Australia. It's on the other side of the world. And you can't just go to 2 ICs. You have to go to all 4. And then you also have to get 6 I don't mind the six regional finishes. Yeah, that makes sense. All 4 international championships, I mean, it just is what it is. It turns it into it turns it into a situation where you have to have the kind of lifestyle where you can afford 4 major international trips a year financially and the time, right? Not just the money, but you also you basically have to have a job that you don't have to be at all the time, right? You have to have flexible employment or no employment. So that's kind of the structure of it. And it doesn't really, it just is what it is when you think about it. I mean, when you talk about like elite competition in any kind of form or fashion, it's going to be a lot of pay to play. That's just how it is in any form of competition. That's why soccer is the most popular sport in the world, because the barrier to entry is low. I mean, it's a great sport, and all you need is like some grass and a ball. That's wonderful. I mean, that's great. But you get into sports like golf and stuff. It's like, well, you got to have a country club membership, and things. It's so just is what it is. Pokemon cards, got to be able to fly all over the world, and you have to be able to afford the time off to do all of that. That's just is what it is for Pokemon cards. It doesn't really bother me. It just kind of is. It's kind of the situation at hand. But I do think it's interesting to have a conversation about it. So I do have a tweet where I'm kind of asking for people's opinions. Like, what do you guys think about the top 16 chase? Is it healthy? Is it the way it's supposed to be? Could it be better? Could it be improved? I'm sure hockey's crazy expensive. Yeah, exactly. Yes, for sure. Different kinds of competition, just have different kinds of barriers to entry. So, that's cool. That's what we got. Did you guys see the dude do the gritty after winning juniors? That was pretty sick. I got to meet a lot of cool people at EUIC. It was a lot of fun. Definitely enjoyed my time. Proud of the finish, especially having never played. Not only had I never played Gudra before this event, I had never played a Lost Box deck to a tournament before this event. So in some ways, I was watching Pablo play in top 4, and I was like, dang, man, I wish I played Mew VMAX, man. I miss my Mew deck, man. Mew is so powerful. So that was cool. And part of me wished I had played Mew. But after talking with Riley after the event, I felt like, thank you, Will and Daniel, for the 28 months. After talking with Riley after the event, I felt like this week in this tournament was like a boot camp on Lost Box. Whereas I had never played a Lost Box deck to a tournament before this one. And going into round 1, I had never played Gudra before. Coming out of this weekend, I spent like all day the day before testing Lost Box, like different Lost Box variants. And then, obviously day 1 and day 2 of competition, I spent all day playing Gudra. So coming out of the event, I feel much more adept at playing Lost Box. I feel like I have so much more experience as a player. I feel like I'm a stronger player now than I was going in, because now I have this new skill, this new experience, having played a Lost Box deck. So now I feel like I'm just more of a dangerous player at any event, because I could show up and confidently pilot a Lost Box deck. I could show up and confidently pilot any number of decks now. So I'm very thankful for that experience, and I'm excited about it, because I feel like I just have more options going forward than I had previously. So I know Gudra's Lost Box Light. I do know that, but I spent all day the day before playing other Lost Box decks. Like, I tested other Lost Box decks all week leading up to the event. And our top deck before Gudra was the was the Dragonite Lost Box deck. So I felt confident enough to play Lost Box Dragonite at the event, but then decided on Goodra instead, which was cool. I do feel like Goodra is definitely the easiest of the Lost Box decks to play. All you have to do is set up Big Dude and then start swinging. But it was fun. It was fun. I enjoyed it. I don't think that I'll play Goodra again, ever. I think this is a one and done. It was cool, Goodra. We had a good time, but Goodra just don't do enough damage for my taste personally. I think I'm good, man. Yeah. It just, it does like 200. That's fine and all. Anyways, that was my tournament run. Very happy with how things went. $500 for the tournament and $1,000 stipend earned for quarter 3. Don't get much better than that. So, now, whoo-wee. I don't know if you guys saw, but this set's pretty popular. And Iono is kind of expensive. I want to show the picture of people trying to get this set on release day in Japan. We had one of our employees from the shop traveling to Japan, and they said that they had a miserable time trying to get the cards. Let's see. Oh, did you guys see this? Yeah. Imagine if the Pokemon games looked like this. Look at this, dude. Man. I think this looks way better than the 3D, than the modern 3D aesthetic. I think that it's not even close. I think this is such a stronger... Yeah. Right. Obviously inspired by Octopath Traveler, but I like that a lot. Yeah. So sick. So sick. Do I think Pokemon will ever do something like that? No. But I wish that they would. Did you guys see the Australian players' deck lists? Everybody's having fun posting their deck lists. They've become quite a thing on Twitter. Let's see. Yeah, I think that Ethan posted about it, so I could just look up Ethan's Twitter. Yeah, that'd do it. All right, Ethan's Twitter. Here we go. There we go. The next Pokemon set drops tomorrow, and the midnight release lines are already insane. This might be the most hyped and difficult to obtain product-wise set the game has ever seen in Japan. Yeah, look at that. Absolutely nuts. Totally crazy. These Japanese sets have been getting more and more difficult to obtain. Yeah, Tommy was at a bunch of midnight releases and only got one box. It's partly because of the Iono hype, but there's a lot of different things happening right now with the Japanese product. And I think it's kind of interesting and worth talking about. First of all, I think that the collector market has kind of like woken up to the fact that the Japanese cards are really cool, and that the Japanese cards are generally of very high quality. They come out first, and they've just, the world has kind of finally realized that the Japanese cards are, in a lot of ways, where it's at for like collecting and for value. I mean, a lot of the most expensive cards are Japanese cards, not English cards. If you look at, I mean, it just makes sense. It makes sense if you go to look up what's card? Yeah, the Iono, right? Yeah. Iono full art. What about the Miriam full art? $700. Like, do you know what this card is worth in English? Not that. It's just not worth that in English. And that's the thing, is that when you have cards that you can open from boxes that are worth that much, then the cost of the product's just going to go up, right? So that's just what it is. You can't have a booster box that's worth $50 when you have cards that you can pull out of it that are worth $1,000. Right? You just can't. That's not how it works. You could be like, oh, I wish it was $50, but it's not going to be $50 if the cards you can get out of it are worth $1,000. So like the demand for the cards inside the booster box is just very high. And the thing is, the price of singles is not very high. So the price of building a deck is still not very high in Japan. The cost of the boxes is high because there's a chance you might get the insane cards, right? You might get insane cards. That's why the cost of the booster box is so high. So I don't really have a problem with it because the cost of play doesn't increase at all, because singles are not hard to buy. Just go to a shop and buy singles, right? But every booster box is like a lottery ticket. And, you're looking for these crazy, you're looking for these crazy hits. The full art Iono, your full art Miriam, etc., right? Now, I think, personally, that I'm going to open a $1,000 Iono today. What do you guys think? That would be nice. You guys think we can open this today? I think we can. For sure. I got 4 booster boxes. Now, the thing about... Yeah. Yeah, let's just do it. It probably won't stay this high. Of course, the set came out on Friday. That's like less than a week ago. But the English cards just aren't worth this much. So, like, think about it. I was talking to some people at EUIC about this. Think about this. English booster boxes MSRP for $160. That's just facts. if you go to the PokemonCenter.com and you look up a booster box, puppets? And you look up a booster box, not Brilliant Stars. You need the Scarlet and Violet one. $160, right? That's MSRP for an English booster box. What's the most expensive card you can pull out of this booster box? Right? A full art Miriam? $100? $80? What is it? $70. So, MSRP for a booster box of Scarlet and Violet is $161. The most expensive card you can pull out of it is $70. Japanese booster boxes, MSRP for $50. And the most expensive card you can pull out of it is $500. So, like, part of me, like, it doesn't... I'm not like... That, it just makes sense, It makes sense that that the cost of Japanese booster boxes is like through the roof, right? Yeah, I'm not a mathematician, but when it comes down to it, people are going to want to buy, if you have an option to buy a Japanese booster box or an English one, people are going to be like, oh, well, Japanese one's worth more. Right? I mean, even if the Japanese booster box is going for 3 times MSRP, which would then put it at $150, which is like what the booster boxes of like Snow Hazard are going for, like $150 booster box or whatever. I think the Clay Burst ones are going for like $200. But then you have an option you could pull a $2,000 card out of here. So it's like, okay, well, that's why it's $200, right? Exactly. Wheat says, the price of booster boxes have to equalize with pull rates. Exactly. They do. Which is why your English booster boxes have been selling for under MSRP for 20 years. Nobody buys English booster boxes. I mean, almost never for full MSRP. Only when they start to get like short printed. When stock starts to run low. But apparently stock has been pretty hard to get for English booster boxes lately, so. And you get less bulk in the Japanese booster boxes. In general. Now, you can always sell your bulk to fullgripgames.com and make some good money back. So yeah, it's interesting what's going on with the market right now. I don't feel any type of way about it because the market just has to keep up with the singles, right? The booster box market has to match the singles market. They have to, right? It doesn't make sense to sell a booster box for $50 if there's a $2,000 card in it. And it doesn't make sense to sell a booster box, for multiple $100s if there ain't diddly squat in it. So, that just is what it do, baby. So anyways, we've got some extremely expensive booster boxes here today, courtesy of buyye.jp, and we are going to try and open some very expensive Pokemon cards. Y'all ready for this? All that being said, I am very thankful for today's pack opening sponsor, buyye.jp. Buyye.jp is a Japanese proxy shipping service which allows you to buy products directly from Japanese sellers and get them shipped anywhere in the world. If you're interested in ordering stuff directly from Japan, I highly recommend you check out buyee.jp. You can use the link in the commands to create a new account. If you do that, you'll receive a coupon code for 2,000 yen off your first purchase from Buyee. Buyee has always got a lot of specials going on. Like you can get fees waived, you can get free shipping. There's a bunch of stuff. They're always running specials. I highly recommend checking it out. I use buyee.jp all the time to order cards from Japan, especially to help me with my retro decks that I've been working on. And what Buyee does is it allows you to connect to Japanese marketplaces like Yahoo Japan or Mercari or Rakuten, Japanese eBay, Japanese Yahoo auctions, and then you can browse items directly from Japanese sellers and get them shipped anywhere in the world. So it is a very useful proxy shipping service. I use it all the time to get Japanese Pokemon TCG products, Japanese deck boxes, things from the Japanese Pokemon Center, and I highly recommend it. Great service. Again, if you want to help out the channel and allow me to continue creating content like this Japanese booster box opening that I am doing today, then make sure to head over to buyee.jp using the link in the Twitch chat to create a new account. It really helps me to continue to create this content. So thank you all so much for clicking the link, creating an account. It really helps. I very much appreciate it. Thank you. Cool. Good stuff. Buyee. Thank you, Buyee, for the wonderful opportunity to create this content and do another awesome pack opening. Yeah, you don't have to necessarily even buy anything today. Even just clicking the link and creating an account, it really helps. So, and allows you to get that coupon code on your account for 2,000 yen off your first purchase, which is like $15. So, yeah. Something that I like to do is like I look up, the name of a Pokemon in Japanese, and then I copy that and paste it directly into the search. Really helps to find exactly what you're looking for on the Japanese marketplaces, because like obviously when you're searching in Japanese, you're going to have a better time finding what you need than when you're searching in English. Sorry, I had a little something on the lens there. Okay. Well, with that, focused up. Good. Think I'm about ready to open an Alt Art Iono. What about you? Let's do it. But first, bathroom. And when I get back, opening. Predict, will I open Alt Art Guacamo? I don't know how to spell his name. Yes or no? 2-minute prediction. I spelled it like guacamole. I'm sorry. I'll be right back, chat. Hang tight. All right. Let's get cracking, shall we? I'm going to open the snow hazard ones first. You know, save the best for last, so to speak. So, that's what we're going to do. I got to do my cheeky little YouTube intro first, so sorry. Thank you for Frost for the 26 months. So you guys get to watch me do that. Hopefully we'll do it in one take. Thank you, Dormaro, for the Prime sub. What should I say in the YouTube intro? You know, when you're kicking off a YouTube, what should I say? We've got some cool boxes of cards, man. Anybody who knows me knows I'm really bad at accents. So that's a no-go. Dormaro with the 5 gifties. Let's get some hype going for Dormaro X in the chats while I do this YouTube intro first try. The newest Pokemon TCG sets. The newest Pokemon TCG sets, Snow Hazard and Clay Burst, have arrived. And dang it, bro. The newest Pokemon TCG sets, Snow Hazard and Clay Burst, have arrived from Japan. And I am so excited about these. Not just me, a lot of people. These are some of the most desirable Pokemon TCG sets ever on release. And a lot of it has to do with that alt art Iono, which is going for over $1,000 right now, which is absolutely crazy. I am so excited about these sets, not just from a collection standpoint, but also from a playability standpoint. There are some really cool new Pokemon EX and Pokemon non-EX, regular Pokemon. I don't know. Some really cool new Pokemon in these sets that I can't wait to show off in some tabletop gameplay. So let's see what we got in these boxes. And now it's like it's close. We're almost there. The newest Pokemon TCG sets, Snow Hazard and Clay Burst, have arrived from Japan, and I am so amped about these. They've got some awesome cards, and we're almost there. We're so close. All right. We're so close. I can feel it in my jellies. We've almost got it. The newest Pokemon trading card game sets, Snow Hazard and Clay Burst, have arrived from... The newest Pokemon trading card game sets, Snow Hazard and Clay Burst, have arrived from... Sup, man. I know, man. I wanted it to be first try, bro. All right, guys. I don't know if you've heard, but there is a $1,000 Iono that you can open out of this new Clay Burst set. And that's kind of crazy. We're also going to be opening some Snow Hazard, which is a cool set too, and I really hope we pull Guacamo. He's got a nice card also. But the Iono, yeah, that would be crazy. I wouldn't be able to open these new boxes of Pokemon cards if it wasn't for Buyee.jp. So let's head over to Buyee.jp and see what they've got. All right, that's one. We could do it that way. All right. The newest Pokemon trading card game sets, Snow Hazard and Clay Burst, have just arrived from Japan, and these sets look absolutely amazing. Not only are there some great new Pokemon EX, there are some incredible new Illustrator rare cards like the $1,000 plus Iono Illustrator rare. in this Clayburst set. These sets have garnered a ton of hype on release, with boxes proving extremely difficult to obtain. I'm very thankful to Buyee.jp for sponsoring this pack opening video and for allowing me to get my hands on these newest Pokemon TCG boxes straight from Japan. So let's check out Buyee.jp. All right. That's cool. That'll work, right? Is there a smudge on my lens? There's not a smudge on my lens. Is it on my glasses? How do you say Guacamo? Giacomo? Guacamo? Giacomo? Is it Giacomo? It's Giacomo. All right, we'll do one more just for good measure, all right? Just say Guacamo, Giacomo. It's Italian, I know, but I'm a hopeless American. I don't know how to say anything. The J is silent? So is Guacamo? Giacomo? Is it like a Y? What's the first? It's like Giacomo. It's not Y. It's Giacomo. Right. It's not Y. That's more of a Spanish thing, right? So it's Giacomo. It's basically Giacomo. So Giacomo. That'll do. All right. We've got the newest sets, Snow Hazard and Clayburst, straight from Japan, and I am beyond excited about the car. Listen, okay? We've got some new sets that just arrived from Japan, Snow Hazard and Clayburst, and these sets have some crazy, beautiful cards in them, like the new Illustrator Rare Iono from Clayburst, which is fetching a cool $1,000+ right now. That's kind of crazy. It's got some people excited, and I'm totally gonna open one today. It's gonna be awesome. Script it? Can't script it. No, you lose all the flavor when you script things. Go goblin mode. Careful. The newest Pokemon trading card game sets, Snow Hazard and Clayburst, have arrived from Japan. And I am thrilled to get to open 4 boxes of each of them in today's video. There are some incredible new cards from these sets, like amazing new Pokemon EX, a snail, and a new Illustrator Rare Iono card that is fetching over $1,000 right now, which is absolute insanity. These are some of the most hyped Japanese sets to ever release, with boxes costing well, yeah, I don't know. These boxes are not only great for collecting, but also for playing. There are some awesome new strategies to unpack in these sets, which I'm going to be showing off here on the channel. But first, we have to open the cards. And I'm very thankful to our sponsor, Buyee.jp, for providing this opportunity to show off the newest cards from Japan. So let's check out Buyee.jp. All right, that'll do. That's fine. Let's do it. There's enough there to work with. We'll do it. Exactly. We'll just splice together a little bit from each of those takes, and we'll end up with one beautiful take. That's what we got. Okay. All right. Everything looking good. Looking good. Looking good. I think I want to bring it in just a little bit. Cool. What's this? Oh my gosh. I'm just realizing that, man, I don't know any of these Pokemon's names. This is going to be terrible, guys. I don't know the leopard's name. I don't know the bird's name. I don't know. Man, bro. All right. This is Chin-Pao? All right. It's part of the fun. I think it's part of the fun if I don't know any of their names, right? Squawkabilly. Okay. We're going to kick things off. We're going to kick things off with Snow Hazard, which has got Chien-Pao, the cool ice leopard thing with swords for teeth, and Squawkabilly. Wow. Frigibax. All that's... I always flip over the booster box. There's nothing on the back. I don't know why I flip it over. But anyways, let's go. We're doing it. I just can't wait to see what we get. Oh, and the anti-tamper tab. There we go. Cool, cool. It's open. We've done it. We've got 30 booster packs to go. Times 8. 3 times 8. That's like 3 times 8, huh? That's like 24. Is it 24? Yeah, it's 24. 240 booster packs. Wow. That's a good number. Let's go. First of all, we've got the Dung Beetle. He's cool. And a Rookidee, Gothita, and new flower fighting man who poisons, okay? I know what this card does, don't know the name of Flower Power Guy, unfortunately. It's got a cool ability, though. If you knock it out, you flip a coin. If heads, your opponent doesn't take a prize card for it. I'm getting word from the chat. This is apparently a Glimora. The more you know. Glimora. And then it's got a cool attack for 1 fighting energy. It poisons, and it makes the opponent's Pokemon take 6 damage counters from poison instead of 1. Very cool, Glimora. Love that for Gym Leader Challenge. And then we have also got the Bronzong. There are lots of good Bronzong cards throughout the history of the Pokemon TCG. So I don't think that one's probably as good as any of the other ones, but he's neat. I'm going to be sleeving my hits in Dragon Shield Clear Classic sleeves today, which are a nice, thick profile sleeve, which should do very well for our hits. Bramblin. Bronzor. Oh, we've got something. Love Disc. And Slowking EX. Check this dude out. I knew I loved Slowking as a Pokemon ever since the movie Pokemon 2000, where Slowking was talking with his brain. Now we've got a Slowking EX Pokemon card. He's got 270 hit points. What a mighty cool fella. I do like the other artwork of Slowking a lot. So hopefully we can pull that one. And then Dunsparce. Wow. There we go. Slowking. Cool. We'll keep our hits kind of like over here. Yeah, do like a bulk kind of over like that. Do like that kind of like that. Yeah, that seems good. Yeah. Yeah, that's great. Angry Dog Guy. Gothita. Meryl. Giacomo. And Bramblin Sr. Bramblin. I like these guys a lot. The Bramblin guy, yeah. This Pokemon is really cool. Love that. Actually, you're not supposed to sleeve these upside down. You're supposed to sleeve these right side up because these are not perfect fits. These are regular clear. So I'll sleeve these right side up. Bramblegast. Bramblegast? Well, I like Bramblegast. Bramblegast is really cool. Kind of reminds me of Pumpkaboo. You know, as they're both kind of pumpkin shaped. Skirt. Little Frigibacks. Nice Mankey card. He's cool. And Hollow Dung Beetle guy with his psychic ball of poop. And then Masquerain. Rabska. Chat is always so helpful with helping me with the names of Pokemon. I know, when I'm opening Japanese Pokemon cards, it is hard. All right, there's like over 1,000 of these dudes now. So it's a lot to keep track of. If you want to help me keep track of the Pokemon's names, you got to watch the live streams. So if you haven't already, make sure to check out the Twitch channel, twitch.tv/TrickyJim, where I stream live Pokemon TCG content just like this every weekday. Yeah, Frigibax Sr., Arctibax, maybe, or Arctibax Jr., Murkrow. And then we've got the new Triple Energy, Boost Scramble, Boosty, Triple Energy. Cool. Yep. So the way this works is it can only be attached to an evolution Pokemon, and it only works when you're behind on prizes. But then it provides 3 Rainbow Energy all at a time, which is super crazy. Nice comeback card there. Love to see that. And Honchkrow. Nice Hauncher. Who doesn't love Hauncher? Yeah, the Triple Energy can also only be attached to non-rule box Pokemon. So that's right, no Pokemon EX for you. Great Gym Leader Challenge card right there. Cool, we got Glimora Jr., Steenie, Rookidee, Bronzong, and a Vespiquen. Oh, he's so cool. Yeah, little ice whale guy. He's nice. Is this Steenie? Steenie? No, it's, I don't know. Primeape. Everybody knows Primeape. Nobody knows this fish guy. And then we've got Snowy Mountain thing. Satotl. Bound Suite. Got it. It's a Bound Suite. Listen. The new sets, it's always a hard time for knowing the Pokemon's names. I knew Bramblin, though. Look at little Slackoth. This Slackoth is looking depressed. What the heck? He's looking like majorly depressed. He's looking sad. What do you think just happened to this Slackoth? What do you think? What did he just find out? Q-Font. Snowy Mountain thing. Dunsparce. 65th place at EUIC. So true. Wingull. I love Wingull. He is so cool. And Bramblin. I also love Bramblin. Love Disc. And the new Mimikyu, which has a safeguard ability, makes it so that it cannot be damaged by Pokemon EX or Pokemon V. And I know your name. I know you evolved from Rookidee. Corviknight. That's Corviknight. Yep. Got it. Corviknight. Of course I know Corviknight. Everybody knows Corviknight. Snover. Gimli. Gimli? Can I call him Gimli? Slowpoke. And our first EX. Sorry, actually. Okay, it's our secondary. I already forgot about you. Squawkabilly EX. Check him out. Squawkabilly EX has got a cool ability, which allows you to discard your hand and draw 6 cards. Only on your first turn, though. So you can use it as an explosive way to set up, draw cards, and then it's got an attack which does 20 damage, and I think it accelerates 2 basic energy from your discard pile to one of your Pokemon. So a great card for starting off the game. Not only helps you draw, also helps you accelerate energy into play. Good stuff. And then Azumarill. Sorry, guys. I was feeling a little crusty, you know. There we go. That's good. That's good. All right. Now we're ready to roll. Except for the fact that I cannot open them now. So now I need to dry my hands back off. The pack's got this little pull tab, but it's like easily the worst way to open the booster pack is using the pull tab. Man, what a disastrous. That was a terrible showing. I am sorry. Okay. Here we go. Little combi. Satotl. Gothita? It's got it. No, Gothita. Gotharita. That's it. And then, wow, we've got, what's the snail guy? What's the snail? Wo-Chen. Look at Wo-Chen. What an epic snail. 230 hit points. And does 220 damage. It's also got an attack that does 60 damage times the amount of prizes that your opponent has taken to one of your opponent's Pokemon. So that's pretty cool. Wow, what a cool snail guy. Swamp Snail. Anybody in the chat know what... Wait, so this is Wo-Chen. If this is Wo-Chen, and this is Chen Pao. All right, Wo-Chen, Chen Pao. Is that That's what they are? Sorry, I didn't play far enough into the game to actually learn what these dudes are. So, and we've got teacup. Very nice. And the fish is Chi-Yu, huh? All right, so someone give me the lore on the snail. What's the Wo-Chen? What's he do? Why is he a legendary snail? Dog guy. Teacup. This is actually like one of my favorite artworks in the set. I absolutely love this thing. Sinisty. Awesome. I know Ting Lu. Ting Lu is like the one that I know. Giacomo. And Pelipper. Everybody knows Ting Lu. Why? Because I think Ting Lu is the coolest one. I don't know. Do you guys share that opinion? That Ting Lu is the coolest one? Everybody loves Ting Lu. Guacamole dish. Look at him. Vigoroth looking kind of cute. And then Grusha. There are some really incredible Illustrator rare cards in this set. So, I mean, the Grusha and the Giacomo are both super cool. Would be insane to pull either of those. Snail! Look at our snail guy. Oh, yeah? Big snail, big worm. Did I call him a snail? I called him a snail. He's a worm, bro. He's a snail. He's a worm. I'm sorry, earthworm. I know. It's a different kind of creature entirely. You're not a snail. He's a snail. See, he's got a wooden shell. You got no shell. It's okay. Earthworm is he's a wormy fella, okay? 130 hit points, and then if it's got 3 metal energy attached to it, it gets plus 100 hit points. 230 HP. Pretty good for a single prizer, don't you think? And then Gothitelle. All right. It's very cool, Gothitelle. Earthworm. The Earthworm could be very good in Gym Leader Challenge formats where single prize Pokemon rule. Definitely. 230 HP is nothing to joke about in Gym Leader Challenge formats. Swordfish Guy. And Pseudo Wudo. Veluza, huh? Frigibax. Steenie. Oh, yeah. Our first Illustrator rare of the opening. Pseudo Wudo just hanging out. This is why, honestly, Pokemon, ain't nobody do it like Pokemon. Look at that Pseudo Wudo just hanging out there. I absolutely love it. Just blending in, you know? Nobody can see him. Nobody expects him just hanging out with the other shrubs. I don't know. Can you guys even see the Sudowoodo in this card? I can't see him. Where'd he go? I lost him. Oh, I love it. Absolutely incredible. These Illustrator rare cards just really bring me so much joy. I mean, it's such an awesome thing that just regular Pokemon like Sudowoodo are getting such high quality pieces of art dedicated to them, really. Dunsparce, all right, Snover. What, some sort of milkshake or something? Something. Heal 60 damage from somebody, but only if you're behind on prizes. That's what I think it does. The Lemonade, that's right. It's Lemonade. And it heals 60 if you're behind on prizes. Meryl. Depressed Slackoth. The world's most depressed Slackoth. Dirty Dog. New Super Run. Dig out all your old Super Runs, guys. And Satitan. Super Rod's obviously an incredible card. I think a lot of decks are going to play Super Rod, as it's just a fantastic energy and Pokemon recovery card. Titan could be good in Gym Leader Challenge format. It's got an attack which does 80 damage plus 140 more damage if it has any special energy attached to it. So that's kind of crazy. And then 180 hit points. Just a thick dude for a stage 1 Pokemon. Yeah. I love this card. 220 damage. That's a lot. It's a lot of damage. And 180 hit points. He a thick dude. Love Disc. Little Wingle. Skirt. Pelipper. Snowy Mountain thing. Yeah, the Titan looks really epic for sure. Doggo. Q-Font. Rookity Sr. Ice-Q. I love the Illustrator Rare Ice-Q artwork. Oh my god, I hope we pull it. It's so good. And the new Boost Energy. What's this called? Boost Energy? Scramble Energy? I mean, it's like Comet. It's like kind of, I don't know. It's like a counter energy. It's reversal energy. There we go. Combee. The Pelipper is actually, yeah, I forgot that the Pelipper has a useful ability. Obama Snow and Doggo Guy. Yeah, the Pelipper has an ability that I think it allows you to search your deck or your discard pile for a supporter card and put it into your hand, so that's pretty neat. Could be useful in Standard or Gym Leader Challenge format. Slowpoke. Yo, check out our dude. We've got Qianpao EX Full Art. That is a glorious looking card. Wow. Look at those sword teeth. This thing is insane. The idea is to play this card with, what is it, Arctibax or whatever, right? I didn't think he'd be able to close his mouth, but honestly, I'm impressed. You play it with Arctibax. Arctibax has the Rain Dance ability. Or not Arctibax, sorry, Baxcalibur. That's right, Arctibax Sr. Yeah, Baxcalibur. Baxcalibur accelerates water energy into play. This guy, you have to discard water energy from your Pokemon, and it does 60 damage times the amount of water you discard, so it can one-hit KO anything. And then its ability searches out 2 water energy from your deck when it's in the active spot. So a very strong attacker. Also a good support Pokemon for your Baxcalibur deck. So look out for Qianpao EX. Could be a major threat in these Baxcalibur decks. So cool. I actually love this full art. This full art looks sick. I'm not usually a big, big full art guy, but that full art's pretty. I like that. Little Frigibax, Primeape, Snover, and Dunsparce. Yes! Look at the Dedenne is hanging out with the Dunsparce. Do you think it's a coincidence that Dedenne is hanging out with Dunsparce? That can't be a coincidence, right? It's a play on the fact that they're both It has to be. That's pretty cool. Love that. Beautiful card. Cool Pokemon. And Diglett. It's true. Doug Trio win. Little Mankey. Little dung beetle guy. Let's go, dude. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. Absolutely love the artwork on this card. That is so good. So beautiful. The Kamiya artwork. My favorite Pokemon TCG artists. This thing looks beautiful. Baxcalibur with the Illustrator Rare treatment. This card is going to be an absolute unit, not only in standard format, but also Gym Leader Challenge format. It's got an ability that allows you to attach as many water energy from your hand to your Pokemon in play as you like during your turn. Combos perfectly with Chien-Pao EX. Chien-Pao EX does more damage for the amount of water energy you have in play, and then you discard them, and the Baxcalibur accelerates that energy into play. And then Chien-Pao EX searches out the water energy. You rain it into play with Baxcalibur. I absolutely love this Kamiya artwork as well. Kamiya did the whole line, has done the Arctibax, the Frigibax, and the Baxcalibur. So now that we've got the Baxcalibur, we just got to pull the other two. Love it. Absolutely thrilled. That's sick. Beautiful cards. I mean, my goodness. Absolutely gorgeous. I mean, just look at how much that card pops. Looks so good. So good. Kamiya also had what the Galarian Slowking V Illustrator Rare art. That's one of my other favorite cards. So cool. Was lucky enough to pull that from whatever box that was from. Rookidee, Arctibax, Dunsparce. All right, we're cooking now. Dung Beetle, Primeape EX. Or not Primeape EX, it's Dead Primeape EX, you know. Annihilate EX. There we go. 320 hit points. And you can put up to 12 damage counters on your guy. It does 20 damage times the amount of damage counters you put on your guy. So it can do 240 damage for just one fighting energy. It's pretty cool. And then Ice Cube. I think that this card is going to be cut from our upcoming set. I think I've heard that. From Paldea Evolved. We're probably not going to get Primeape or Annihilate. It's going to be a promo instead. So, sorry, Annihilate. Grusha and Bramblin Sr. I think Tinkaton probably not making it in the set as well. I think I heard that. Yeah, Tinkaton EX. Teacup. Satitan and Gothitelle. And then the last pack of our first box. Meryl. Wingle. Slowpoke. Serena. And a Rod. That's a solid first box, if I do say so myself. Absolutely love the, Chien-Pao EX full art. That's great. And then the Baxcalibur. Does feel like this box may be a little light on pulls, generally, but I got two cards that I absolutely love. And we still got 3 more booster boxes to go. Really hoping that I can find one of those beautiful full art supporters. Oh, yeah. Let's go. Box number 2. Let's go. Yo, first pack magic, we've got Caparajah EX Full Art. This thing is an absolute unit. 300 hit points. And it has an attack that does 260 damage. This thing is massive. A stage 1 Pokemon that gives up 2 prizes and has 300 HP. I mean, just a gigantic Pokemon. It's insane. You could power this thing up with the Lost Box engine very easily. Play it with, you could play it with cards like Zamazenta with the Retaliate. The ability makes it take minus 30 damage from attacks too. I mean, that's just crazy. Such a huge Pokemon. I mean, absolutely, absolutely nuts. How are you supposed to knock this thing out? You can power it up with Magnezone as well. It's true. You could play it with Dialga. Now that we've opened our first booster box of Snow Hazard, we'll pick up the pace a little bit. Earthworm, I'm sorry for calling you a snail earlier. My bad, dude. Dung Beetle. Squawkabilly EX. I'm curious to see if Squawkabilly EX, how much play this card sees to start off the game. It is obviously a great card for setting up, but then at 160 hit points, it is a little bit of a liability. Wo Chen EX Snail. Big snail guy. Does feel like grass-type Pokemon are a little bit on the weaker side of things right now in the Pokemon TCG. Not a lot of strong grass decks. The new Slacking Holo Rare. Yeah, it's been a while since we've had a Tier 1 grass deck. That's for sure. Rillaboom from Sword and Shield base set was such a strong... Yeah, Leafeon VMAX, I guess. Yeah. Yo, let's go, dude. We got the Arctibax Illustrator Rare to go with our Baxcalibur Illustrator Rare. Only one more to go, guys. Let's go, dude. Look at him. He's doing a little flip. Now, I made the mistake of asking why in the world are these guys doing flips? Apparently, that is Baxcalibur's signature move, is that it flips onto its head and stabs you with its back fin. So this whole artwork is paying tribute to that. As you can see, the baby Arctibax is practicing flipping onto its head and stabbing things with its back fin. Very cool. I know. Like, what kind of dinosaur can flip itself onto its head and then not break its neck? Doesn't make any sense. But now all we need is Frigibax. I believe that we can pull it. Come on. These guys are not only going to be good in Standard, but also... Yo, yes! They're also going to be phenomenal in Gym Leader Challenge format. Water-type decks absolutely love the Rain Dance ability. So... being able to play the entire Caliber line in the Kamiya alternate art in your Gym Leader Challenge deck is going to be really cool. I love that. This Bramblin is super cute. I mean, these cards just look phenomenal, right? Pokemon. Ain't nobody do it like Pokemon does it. Dang. Pokemon really out here making the most cool cards ever. Love it. Titan. Probably try to build an entirely Japanese water type Gym Leader Challenge deck. I'm working on my lightning type Japanese Gym Leader Challenge deck right now. But that's something that I really like to do, since Gym Leader Challenge decks don't change as fast as Slow King, since they don't change as fast as standard decks do, and since Gym Leader Challenge events allow the use of foreign cards, really trying to build decks in multiple languages just for fun. That way, if you want to play a mirror match, you can play one of your decks in English and your buddy can play your deck in Japanese, or the other way around, and then you get to see the way the cards look in different regions. Just super cool. So that's something that I'm working on right now. My lightning type Gym Leader Challenge deck in Japanese, it's almost complete. I think there's only a couple cards that I need. And now with the Bax Caliber, I think I'm going to be encouraged to build a Japanese water type deck. I think that's just that's what I'm thinking I'm going to do. I've got a lot of I've got Frostmoth already. I've got a lot of the cards, I think, especially since I've been opening Japanese products. And then I could always build like a slight variation of my water type Gym Leader Challenge deck to play in Japanese. Rookity. Look at that bird. It's a nice bird right there. Collection of birds, really. Very cute. They're eating. Snacking. It was awesome. They had 3 Gym Leader Challenge side events at the European International Championships. I actually took a picture because it was really cool. So if you guys want to see, check this out. I've got, boom. The side event schedule posted. This is like a giant wall at the European International Championships. The side event schedule. There were 3 Gym Leader Challenge side events. And if you went to the official European International Championships website, they directed you to gymleaderchallenge.com, which is my website. So that's pretty cool. That is, so when people ask, is it officially supported? I mean, we're right there. It's as close as it gets, right? This is posted. This is a giant wall at the European International Championships with my format posted on it. So that's pretty neat. I think the first Gym Leader Challenge side event at EUIC had over 100 players at it. So that's also pretty sick. Yo, Kaparaja EX regular art to go with our full art. Gotta say, I think I'm a bigger fan of the regular art. I do like that. I just like the look of the regular art cards with the stars and the sparkles. The pink full art elephant is like kind of cool and all, but yeah, I'm definitely digging the schnoz, the focus on the scoop nose there. That's real sick. Love that. Another elephant for our pulls. Oh, God. Nothing there. And that's it for box number 2. My favorite pull out of this box? Yep, that's right. Arctibax. Now all we need is little Frigibacks. And we'll have the whole line. And we've got 2 booster boxes to find it. So I'm thinking that we can do it. I also really would like to find one of those full art supporters. Or a regular art Chen Pao EX. If I can find, like, 2 regular art Chen Pao EX, I think I would really like that for the Arctibax deck. Instead, you know, we've got lots of dung beetles. That's fine. Yes! Ask and you shall receive, chat. There we go. Regular art Chen Pao EX, exactly what I wanted. I think a couple of these will be real good. Chen Pao EX, going to be an all-star in that Baxcalibur deck. Now, which one do you guys like more? Are you more of, like, the full art Chen Pao? The full art is pretty cool. I'll give you that. But the regular art is also really sick. I'm kind of divided on these. They're both super cool. That full art goes crazy. He's got a power stance going on in the full art. Definitely. Yo, and huge thanks to Yellow for all those gifted subs. Let's get some hype in the chat. Thank you guys for all the subs and all the support while I open these. Really appreciate that. Huge thank you. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Sure, I'll do a poll. I'll let you guys. There you go. Sick. I know the alt art, listen, the alt art obviously goes crazy, but we're not asking about that. Sir Titan. I will say the artwork on these stadium cards, like, is really good. I mean, this looks beautiful. I don't think it's that good of a card, but it is just gorgeous. I mean, stadium looks great. I gotta say, all right, I don't like this dog guy. I just don't. I'm not a big fan of the dark dog thing. I haven't committed its name to memory. I know Arvin had him in the story. Okay, I'm just not, I don't know. Mabostiff, yeah. Yeah, I don't think, I'm a hater. I'm a hater. I am. I just don't think he's very cool. I'm just saying there's a lot of... I did play the game. Listen, I played the game. I saw Arden feeding Mabostiff all the sandwiches, all that. I'm just saying. Okay, we got a regular arts. Why can't I? Arctibax? Yeah. It's Arctibax, right? It's Frigibax, Arctibax, Baxcalibur. That's it. I can't remember Baxcalibur. I always is Arctibax. I keep thinking Arctibax. Baxcalibur. Usually it's the middle guy's name that I forget. But yeah. There's the regular. I mean, just look how much. Isn't that just so sick that we've got these Illustrator rares now? Because, like, look at the difference. I mean, my gosh. You've got, like, the regular holo and then. Sheesh. Absolute insanity. The full arts won the vote. We did a vote to see what do you prefer, the regular arts or the full arts, Chen Pao EX, and voters voted for the full arts. 59% voted for full arts. Another Annihilate EX. Earthworm. I know, gosh, it would be so sick to play these in like a standard deck. I'm just thinking, imagine rolling up to Nationals with your Arctibax deck. Arctibax? Did I do it again? Bax Caliber. Ugh. Whatever. It's technically an Arctibax deck. You might not even play Arctibax, though. Caparajah EX. Cool. Yeah, you probably don't play Arctibax at all. It's probably just a little baby Bax and Bax Caliber deck. Okay. We got our, Gothitelle, Gothita, Gotharita. This thing is cool. This thing is really cool. Wow. Yeah, what a neat little artwork. I'm glad Gotharita got its own Illustrator rare. That's sick. Yeah, you don't need to play Arctibax at all in your Bax Caliber deck, because you can just play Irida to find rare candy and just evolve that way. Lemonade. Come on. All right, we don't have our secret rare yet. No more full arts. I don't want it unless it's a supporter. No more full arts, chat. If I get another full art Pokemon, I'm going to be upset. That pack exploded. All right, nothing good in there. That's fine. Come on. It's cool. You know what? If we don't get any juice pulls in the snow hazard set, we got another full art. All right, but it's a snail. We got another full art Pokemon. Okay, we're getting all the full arts out of the way now. Wo-Chen, Snail EX. So now we've got a bunch. I mean, I think I've got every Pokemon from this set in full art. We've got, except for the Slowking. Don't jinx it. All right, we've already got the Chen Pao, we've got the Wo-Chen, and we've got the Caparajah, all in full arts. So, there's our full art snail. Very nice. Welcome to the team, full art snail. That's fine. And we got the Illustrator Rare Dung Beetle. Very cool. Very nice. I think he puts like a stage 1 Pokemon from your discard pile straight onto your bench or something. Rabska. Yeah, I know. That's the thing, is you can tell me its name is Rabska, but as soon as I'm done with this pack, I'll forget its name. I'll instantly forget its name. And then I'll open another one. Yes! Yes! Yes, 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 yes! Yes! Let's go! Woo! That's what I'm talking about right there. Now this is what I'm talking about. We've got all three. We got the Frigibacks, the Kamiya Frigibacks, we got the Kamiya Arctibacks, and the Kamiya Baxcalibur. All three beautiful pieces of art. Absolutely gorgeous line. I mean, it doesn't get any better than that. I am so thrilled. Yes, dude. Yes. Absolutely amazing. My favorite TCG artist making artwork for a great new card that is going to be the backbone of a Gym Leader Challenge deck at the bare minimum. Could be the backbone of a powerful standard deck as well. Absolutely busted. Love it. And we didn't get any repeats there, too, which is huge because we could have gotten, like, multiple Frigibacks. We could have gotten multiple Arctibacks. Instead, we just went 1-1-1. Perfect. Ideal. Slowking EX regular arts. It's another Slowking. I think you're like guaranteed to get a Slowking every box because it's the terrestrialized Pokemon. Right? Bombsnow, Giacomo. And nothing there. So this is our third box of Snow Hazard. We now have 2 Chien-Pao EX, which is great because I think I'll need at least 2 to build the Arctibacks deck. I do have 2 Arctibacks now. Not Arctibacks, Baxcalibur. 2 Baxcalibur now. I've got the nice Illustrator Rare one, and I've got 1 regular one. So I would like to find another Baxcalibur for sure. And another Chien-Pao EX just to be sure. Other than that, and I think I've got plenty of Caparajos. So let's see if we can open a non-full art Pokemon as our secret rare in this final box. Bro, my dudes, man. Look at my dudes. All right. Our fourth box of Snow Hazard. Haven't opened a secret Illustrator Rare yet, or whatever. I don't know. I don't even know what to call them. Any of those alt art supporters or Pokemon or anything like that. Yeah, I prefer to just absolutely manhandle the box rather than do the pull tab. I don't know if anybody else out there feels me on that, but yeah, not into it. Just get the box open, you know. Another Super Rod. Excellent. I really want the full art Giacomo. The full art Giacomo is like really cool. The full arts are Illustrator Rare Giacomo, where he's like doing the DJ set and like eating a hot dog. I don't know what's up with like the trainers eating food lately. We also had the Illustrator Rare Colress eating the cheeseburger. And then we've also got the Illustrator Rare Iono with like food all around her. I'm not mad about it. I think it's cool. But it is definitely a thing that is happening. Oh, Melanie is like cooking. Okay, we got another dung beetle. Yeah, nope, don't remember its name. Something, nope, don't remember. It starts with an R. Rabska? It's Rabska. But I'm not a big Rabska fan. Satitan, though. You see how I have no problem remembering Satitan's name. That's true. Good point. Food and cooking are big in Scarlet and Violet. That is true. The sandwiches. Who can forget the first time they made their Pokemon a sandwich? Wow, did we just pull 2 of these in the same box? That's cool. All right. I need more. Dang, I'm gonna have to. Might have to order some Baxcalibur, honestly. If I don't pull more Baxcalibur, I think I'm gonna need more than 2 Baxcalibur holos to play the Baxcalibur deck. I probably want like at least 3. So I might have to order some singles. Another Wo-Chin. Yeah, I'm going to need like a significant increase in Baxcalibur. And this set is going to be legal for the North American International Championships. And, of course, the World Championships. So these decks and strategies are going to play a big part in the final tournaments of the season. And I'm very much looking forward to building these decks and testing them out to see which strategies I like best for the North American International Championships. There's our regular Slow King. All right. Guaranteed every box we're getting that terastallized Slow King. Come on. I'm feeling it. We got a crazy full art Copperajah. Dang it, dude. All right. The Clay Burst pulls have to be nuts. Because this is not doing it, dude. The full art elephant. I said no more full arts. No more. I'm being cursed with the full arts. We got another Satitan, though. It's okay. We've got the Baxcalibur line. Yeah, when we rip that Illustrator Rare Iono, none of it's going to matter. Gosh, we doubled up on the... All right, at least give me a regular art Chien-Pao EX here. That would be a lifesaver if we could find that. Come on! All right, we got another Baxcalibur. Cool. That actually helps. I do need another Baxcalibur for the deck, so we got another, crazy Kamiya art. So that's fine. We'll take that. 4 booster packs left. Chien-Pao every time. See? Told you. All right, now we're, I can build the deck. Definitely. I've got 3 Chien-Pao EX. I've got 3 Baxcalibur. We're big chillin' now. Easy. Easy, easy, easy. Okay. We're fine. I don't need to order any more singles. 3 Baxcalibur is plenty. You won't play more than 3. You can search it out with Irida. And you play Super Rod. So, that's totally fine. And we got another, 4 Baxcalibur right there in the clutch. We've only got 1 pack left. We've got all 4 Baxcalibur, 3 Chien-Pao EX. There we go. Everything we need. We got it all. And another Pseudo-Wudo. Okay. So, all in all, pretty solid pulls from our snow hazard boxes. We were definitely heavy on the full arts, as we did open the full arts Chenpao EX, the full arts Snail EX Wochen, and we opened 2 of the full arts Caparaja EX. Going into the Clay Burst sets, I am hoping that we do not pull any of the full arts Pokemon EX. None. I am looking for Illustrator Rare supporters. And not the dude, really, just Iono. That's the one we want. Cool. We done good. Really, when I'm doing the pack openings, the best we can hope for is enough cards to build the decks. And I found that like 4 booster boxes is like right on the edge of what we need to build the decks. Like I think in my Scarlet and Violet opening, I ended up getting 3 Klefkis. So like if I wanted 4, I was going to be out of luck. And we didn't pull the Giacomo, unfortunately. So yeah, out of like 4 boxes, you can pretty reasonably build the deck that you want to build. Let's see. Going into the Clay Burst, let's do a prediction. You can see how hard these full art supporters are to pull. Yeesh. Let's see, will I pull the Illustrator Iono? Yes, no. 2 minutes. Yes. There we go. You think we've got it? Not gonna lie, I mean, honestly, out of the Snow Hazard, like the full art supporters would have been nice, but the Chenpaos that I need to build the decks and the Bax Calibers that I need to pull the deck, like build the decks, that's really like, that's all I really need. And plus, now I can give away a bunch of these cards. So at the end of the stream, I'll do a big giveaway for a lot of the cards that I've pulled. The ones that like extra ones that I don't end up needing. So like I'll keep my Bax Calibers obviously, but like I pulled 2 of those. I'll probably give away that. I'll give away a couple Slow Kings. I'll give away Annihilate, but like I won't need that. You know, we'll give away a bunch of stuff. For sure. So stick around to the end of the stream. We'll do a little giveaway. Probably going to give away that pile of cards right there from the Snow Hazard sets. Something like that. But now we are on to Clay Burst. Again, huge thanks to Buyee.jp for sponsoring this pack opening video. Make sure to follow the link in the chat commands and create an account with Buyee if you want to order products directly from Japanese sellers, get them shipped anywhere in the world. Creating an account with Buyee is free. It's like creating an eBay account or anything like that, and it helps me to continue creating this content. I use Buyee all the time to order stuff directly from Japan. Highly recommend it. I got a gross spot on my... Ooh. Cool. Y'all ready to get crack-a-lackin'? Now, I am going to do the unthinkable. I'm going to pull that $1,000 Iono. For sure. Let's go. Our first booster box of Clay Burst. This is the set with the glorious Moose, Mousehold, and of course, the Illustrator Rare Iono, which we are very much trying to pull. Iono is not only an awesome supporter card in the Pokemon TCG, similar functionality to the Supporter N, which is a staple in the expanded formats and was a staple during all the standard formats it was legal during, but it is also just a very beloved trainer, gym leader, Iono, the social media star of the Scarlet and Violet games, getting a very powerful supporter with a very cool Illustrator Rare artwork. I mean, what's not to be excited about? Oh, one of my favorite bird Pokemon is Fletchinder, and Fletchinder got an Illustrator Rare as well. So deserving. I'm so proud of my dude, Fletchinder. Larvitar, little Shinx. And who's this guy? Big Belly Bolt. That's it. Belly Bolt EX. Let's go. Cool. And the desert. Like I said, the stadium artwork on these cards is really neat. Love that. Belly Bolt EX does like 160 damage and then 50 damage to one of your opponent's Pokemon. Something like that. 280 hit points on a Stage 1 Pokemon. Decent. I think he's decent. Nothing too crazy. This is Iono's ace Pokemon. It's true. Yes, look at him. Oh my gosh. Sandygast. Oh, he's so cute. I love this Pokemon. Natalie is also a big Sandygast fan, my wife, so I'm sure she'll be excited about this pull. This is an awesome card. Absolutely love it. Glorious Sandygast. So much detail in the artwork. Tink-a-Tink. Little Giraffe Rig. Love this guy. And Weavile. This Weavile has an ability that when you switch it into the active spot, you can switch one of your opponent's benched basic Pokemon with their active. I think that's what it is. And Raichu. I'm a big Weavile fan. But they haven't printed a good Weavile in some time. Not since the Sun and Moon era, anyways. Crabrawler. And Fortress EX, a new grass-type Pokemon EX. Fortress EX is pretty cool, actually. It's got an ability that allows you to knock out your fortress, so you have to give up 2 prize cards, but then you accelerate 5 energy cards. Is it from your discard pile or from your deck to your Pokemon in any way you like? It's pretty crazy. I mean, it's very, like, kind of feels like Electrode it's from the deck. Wow, I mean, that's pretty good. So you get to accelerate 5 basic energy from your deck to your Pokemon in any way you like. So the deck is, it's very strong. Very strong. And then our first Iono, like I said, powerful new supporter card from our upcoming sets. It makes it so that both players shuffle their hands and put them at the bottom of their decks, and then you draw a card for each of your remaining prize cards. So that's nuts. Obviously, very, very good. New little fire dude. So there's Tinka Tink, and then Tinka Link, and then Tinka Ton. Tinka Tough. That's Tinka Tough. All right, very good. Tinka Tough. Skiploom. And Talonflame. Mousehold. The Salt Mushroom guy. And Sneasel. Numel with a windmill. Very nice. And Monkey, Passimian. And look at that very handsome Camerupt just burning everything down. Very nice. Now the Garganackle or whatever is actually a really cool Pokemon. I hope we pull that. Oh my gosh, look at that pile of sand. What a handsome fella. He's just spreading, you know, just, I mean, what an expressive face. Pikachu. Desert stadium thing. And, what's this guy again? A little paint dude. Graffiti. That's right. Graffiti. Garganackle Jr. That's cool. It's like a Pineco with some ancient Pokeball ruin thing. And Tinkaton EX. Cool new Pokemon EX. Like Tinkaton as a Pokemon. Great stuff. 300 HP. It's got an attack that does 30 damage times the amount of cards in your hand. And then 140 damage for 3. Cool Pokemon. I think that we're not going to be getting the Tinkaton or the Annihilate EX in our upcoming sets, Paldea Evolved. I think the word is that both of these are going to be cuts from the sets and that we'll get them in an upcoming promo box or something. Yo, welcome everybody from James C. TCG. Welcome, welcome. We're opening some boxes of the newest Pokemon TCG sets, Clayburst and Snow Hazard. Right now, hoping that we pull a full art Iono. And we're eventually going to build decks out of these cards and then show them off. These are going to be the cards that are legal for our upcoming North American International Championships. So a very impactful set. These cards will make up part of our Paldea Evolved set. So looking forward to that. And should be a lot of fun. You know, thank you, James, for the raid. And welcome everybody from James TCG. What is Bellybolt Jr.? What is this guy? Light Bulb? Noibat, the only dragon Pokemon. Tadbolt. Okay, got it. Tadbulb. Tyranitar. This card is epic. 180 HP. 230 damage for 2 energy. But of course, you have to discard the top 4 cards of your deck. Yeah, this guy looks epic. Love that Tyranitar art. I mean, just super gnarly looking. And then Iono number 2. Still haven't seen our secret rare yet. Could be the Iono. I mean, just saying. We might pull. What if we did? All of my pulls from the Snow Hazard set were pretty bad. So, got to balance that out somehow, huh? Okay, the Spidops Jr., yeah, he's growing on me. He's cool. Pupitar and Knackle. There you go. Mushroom guy. Just hanging out on the kitchen counter. That's nice. He's helping cook. He's helping. I love that. Wonderful. And then the new, it's like a new Cape of Toughness, gives the basic Pokemon that it's attached to plus 50 hit points, which is a lot. And that card should be very good, as Cape of Toughness was a very strong card. Man, opening these new sets is such a joy. I mean, and honestly, like, I'm more excited about these than I am about these. Like, anybody else feel me on that? Just look at these. I mean, these cards are way cooler. They're not, it's like not even close. These things are insane. Yeah, the EXs are like, okay, fine. But these guys are like my favorite to collect, really. Little spider guy. Luxio. Larvitar. And Cerulege. Is that what the Cerulege? Something like that. And Toxicroak. Cerulege. Has an attack that does 100 damage plus 100 more if you're up against a Pokemon V. Seems aight. Tinkatink. Another Noibat. There is the Noivern EX in this set, which would be a cool card to pull. And Mousehold. Who's Graffi's little baby guy? Baby Graffi. Skiploom. And then Pikachu. And Bombardier. Shroodle. Oh, I'll remember. It's like Toaster Shroodle. And then here's the guy. All right. I'm not gonna, listen, I'm not trying to be a hater, but if we pull the Illustrator Rare of this guy and not the Illustrator Rare of Iono, that's just going to be pure pain, okay? If we pull the Full Art or Illustrator Rare of this guy and not, it's just such a, I'm sorry. Like, I'm not being a hater, but you got to understand why I don't care about this mustachioed man, right? I don't know. Like, nah, bro. I do not care. I don't even know who he is. I don't even know who dude is. I never saw him in the game, bro. Is the reason you don't care $2,000? Maybe. Ting Lu EX. Yes. Everybody's favorite moose guacamole dish combo. Ting Lu EX is that dude. It's got 240 hit points, a hefty retreat cost of 4, and an ability that makes it so that your opponent's Pokemon in play with damage counters on them, except for Pokemon EX, have no abilities. So that's pretty cool. And then its attack does 150 damage and allows you to put a damage counter on 2 of your opponent's bench Pokemon. So a very strong moose could be used to lock your opponent out of their most precious abilities. 240 HP, and we saw that there's that new tool card that gives the basic Pokemon that it's attached to plus 50 hit points. So you could very easily make it so that your Ting Lu EX has 290 hit points. Or you could put that stone guard thing on it, which makes it take 30 less damage. So yeah, rock chest plate. Either way, you can make your moose extremely thick. I think Ting Lu has got a lot of potential. I like this card a lot. And he's weak to grass, and everybody knows that there hasn't been a good grass Pokemon in forever. Knackle. Who's this? Knackle 2? And then Garganackle? Is this Giga Knackle? Fletchinder, the best bird Pokemon. Knackle Stack. And Palo Sand. So we got Knackle, Knackle Stack, and Garganackle. That's pretty cool, I guess. Numel, Spidops, and Delivery Drone. Okay. Shroodle. What's he thinking about? What do you think is going through his mind right now? Like, honestly. Like, what's in his brain? His little sandy brain. Let's go! We got Full Arts Ting Lu EX. I said I wanted no more Full Arts, man. What's up? No more Full Arts. I've pulled nothing but Full Arts. It's crazy. It's fine. Full Art Moose. We'll take it. All right, we'll take it. It's a beautiful card. This is a nice looking Full Art. Of all the Full Arts, this might be my favorite one so far. I mean, he is nice. That is a very expressive looking Full Art. Yeah, absolute. Yeah, he's got unit energy for sure, and I respect that. Full Art fighting Pokemon, they usually have good vibes, so. I actually think I like the Full Art Ting Lu better than the regular one. Yeah, this one seems better. And same with the, I don't know, the Chien-Pao. I think I like the regular Chien-Pao. I don't know. Those Full Arts are both sick. And then we got Jumpluff Hollow. Yeah, this one, I feel like there's too much dish. Too much focus on the guacamole dish. Jigglypuff. And the new special energy that heals special conditions, going to be very good for you Lugia players out there, or colorless Gym Leader Challenge Archeops enjoyers. Charcadet, yes, therapy energy, right. Desert. What's his name? Tandemouse, that's right. Mousehold Tandemouse. Aw, he's nice. Look at that. He's just hanging out by the side of the road. Hitchhiking, probably. I mean, just what a gorgeous artwork, though. It's very, very expressive. Very pretty. The hitchhiking Heracross. Where is he going? Who's picking him up? If you were driving and there was a Heracross, I mean, look how big he is. You do not invite that Heracross in your car. Just saying. He's huge. He might stab you with his horn. Yeah, I mean, those are just incredible looking cards. Why did the Heracross cross the road? That's true. Shroodle. Yes, we finally got our Garganackle. Garganackle, 180 hit points. It's got an ability that heals each of your Pokemon 20 damage between turns. That's between turns. So that means 20 damage going to your opponent's turn and 20 damage coming back. And then it does 130 damage for 2 energy. And I think you discard the top card of your opponent's deck. So this card could be good in Gym Leader Challenge format. And, I mean, I don't know, maybe your Ting Lu deck plays a little Garganackle Spice. Okay. Well, there you go. And you're healing, you're tanking, you're healing. Maybe. Could see it. I think this card is really good. I mean, 20 damage between turns. That's just a lot of healing. It's a lot. It adds up. Yeah, it's like Radiant Serena, but better. Like twice as good. But it is a stage 2, so you got to set it up. Wigglytuff and another Iono. All right, Wigglytuff. Wigglytuff allows you to accelerate a therapy energy from your hand to one of your Pokemon once during your turn. I don't think that card will be very good, but, you know, worth noting. And then that's my third Iono. Yeah, imagine if you had a board of Garganackle set up. I mean, setting up stage 2 Pokemon, though. And at least with Gardevoir, you've got Curlia, which draws you cards. Yes! Flamigo. I forgot about the Flamigo Illustrator Rare, but I'm really hoping that we pull that card today because Flamigo is my favorite Pokemon from the Scarlet and Violet games. Flamigo has an ability which allows you to search your deck for up to 3 like other Flamigos and put them in your hand. So that helps you to discard them because then they have the Unity Flight or whatever, Wings of Unity attack, which does 20 damage times the amount of Pokemon with the Wings of Unity attack in your discard pile. So, yeah, good stuff. You get all the Wings of Union, whatever, you get them all in the discard pile, then you do more damage. Kind of like the new Night March. Very cool. Oh, yeah, and the, I've been skipping over, dude, but there's the Murkrow also has it. Yeah, Murkrow, wherever that Murkrow is. It might be in the other set. I forget. But yeah, Murkrow. What do we got? This thing. What's this guy? Is he a fish? What is it? Fish? Firefish? Chi-Yu EX. All right, Chi-Yu EX is a little guy. He's just a little guy. He's a little fish guy. And he's got an attack that does 100 damage for 2, and it allows you to attach a fire energy from your discard pile to what? Like up to 3 of your bench Pokemon? Is that what it is? Something like that? I don't know. It's something like that. It accelerates fire energy to your bench Pokemon. A fish weak to water. I know, right? It doesn't make any sense. Sad. You're weak to water, you can't even hang out in the water, and you're a fish. And then, oh yeah, and its attack is discard the top 2 cards of your opponent's deck, right? So it does have, is that correct? That's box number 1 of Clay Burst. We got a couple of Ting Lu, which is sick. I'm excited about the Ting Lu deck, but I'm kind of over the whole Full Arts Pokemon EX thing. So here's to hoping we start pulling some Full Art supporters. Box number 2. Who thinks we got the Iono in this box? I do. I'm believing. It's right here. We've been opening too many full arts. It's got to be in here. There's our Fortress. Got that out of the way real early. We're getting a Fortress in every box because it's the only terrestrialized Pokemon in this set. We've pulled an extreme number of full arts, bro. What's up? How do you know? How do you know to send me all these full art boxes, bro? I'm getting bodied. Belly Bolt full arts, dude. This is not what you want. This ain't it, bro. I don't care how handsome he is, man. Okay, fine. Belly Bolts EX. I don't want to bully you, and I don't want to make you feel bad about yourself, but you should have been the $1,000 Iono. I've just got every single box has been a full art pull. Huh. Really makes you think. There's one secret rare per box, usually, unless something crazy happens. And the full arts count as a secret rare. Nice, we got another Garganackle. Yeah, not even full art supported, just the full art Pokemon. Woo-wee! You think the Belly Bolt's a good omen? I mean, it is Iono's ace Pokemon, that's for sure. Again, I mean, really, I can't complain. So long as I get enough Ting-Loos to be able to build the Ting-Lu deck, I think I'm cool. And we got enough of the Chien-Paos to be able to build the Chien-Pao deck, so... You know, we're in a good spot. Iono ace Pokemon's a Miss Magius. I thought Ionos was best friends with Belly Bolt. All right, we got another Knackle. Another Belly Bolt. All right. Lots of lightning belly guys. That's fine. We still got 2 more boxes. Keep the faith, guys. Oh, well, he's really cute. I do love this card. Wow. That is beautiful. The Sleeping Raichu. He's so cute. Dang. Love that. Absolutely awesome Pokemon card. Thrilled about that. That's incredible. And there's like the really cute Illustrator Rare Pikachu from a few sets ago. So then to have like the Illustrator Rare Pikachu and the Illustrator Rare Raichu is super cool. Just looks awesome. Yo, let's go! Love it. Let me see those Flamigo emotes in the chat, guys. We have got the Illustrator Rare Flamigo. Love this card. Yes. Absolutely glorious bird. That is incredible. Love this. This is fantastic. Wow. Absolutely fantastic. We got the new Luxray as well. This Luxray is super cool. It's got an ability that allows you to put the Luxray straight into play if you are behind on prizes. So you could just lay the Luxray down. I think this card's got a lot of potential in Gym Leader Challenge formats. As, you know, Gym Leader Challenge format's a single prize format, and its attack, which does 180 damage, is actually very relevant. It can knock out a lot of threats in GLC formats. Doing 180 damage and powering it up is no problem, thanks to the Dynamotor engine, which Lightning Gym Leader Challenge decks run. I think this card is quite strong, and Luxray already has a really good line with an Evolutionary Advantage Luxio or an Evolutionary Advantage Shinx and a Item Lock Luxio. So, love that. And you can play it with Reversal Energy, sure, to attack instantly. So, I mean, it could be a strategy we see in standard format as well. If you go behind on prizes, you go Reversal Energy, Luxray, 180 damage. That's pretty cool. Nice. Another, what is he? Fish guy? Little fish man. Little firefish. Little baby fish. Who can't go in the water because he's weak to water. Chi-Yu. That's right. Another Chi-Yu EX. My fourth Iono. We got a playset of Iono now. Fine. And Spiritomb, tell you what, this Spiritomb is, it's kind of problematic for my Mew VMAX deck. This Spiritomb has an ability that says all Pokemon V's abilities don't work when it's in play. What the heck, bro? Is it all basic V's? Something like that. It might be all basic V's, might be all V's, I don't remember. But it's basic Pokemon V, yeah. Yeah, that's pretty good against. Pretty good against Fusion Strike System. All you have to do is put this card on your bench, and your opponent can't use Fusion Strike System. Dang it! So sad. Is it a dead deck? Nah, nobody will play this card, bro. Nobody will play it. Everybody's just gonna assume that everybody else is gonna play it. Oh, no, there's already Drapion. I know, they're really, really trying to kill off Mew VMAX. Why they gotta do my dude like that? Come on now. Now, the thing about a card like Spiritomb is that nobody actually wants to play it. You just want to hope that everybody else plays it. Oh, true. It turns off Drapion's ability. Yo, what if Mew VMAX played it itself? Right, Mew can play it. So then it turns off Drapion. Didn't think about that. Did ya? Yeah, you know, gonna make it a little bit hard to turn, okay, cool, we got Noivern. Gonna make it a little bit hard to draw cards if you're turning off Genesect, but, we'll get there when we get there. Noivern EX, super cool card. It's got some disruptive attacks, but I don't remember exactly what they do. Something about preventing special energy, something about preventing stadiums, something like that. Something. Yeah. But it's cool. It's the only dragon-type Pokemon it looks like we're getting in Paldea evolved. So, that's neat. So the first attack makes it so it can't be damaged by basics, right? And then the second attack is like no special energy, no stadiums. Something like that. Obviously, preventing basic Pokemon from attacking, very good. We've seen that strategy work against Lost Box before. With lots of success. And that's it for our second box of Clay Bursts. Belly Bolt EX. Cool. And we've got some more glorious Illustrator Rare cards, including Raichu and Flamigo. We've still got 2 booster boxes to go, and I'm holding on to faith. I think that we can pull that Illustrator Rare Iono. Come on. Okay, Skiploom. Bird. Love Bird. There's no more full art Pokemon we can pull. I can't even comprehend. I can't even imagine pulling a full art Pokemon again. We would never do that. It's Illustrator Rare Iono every single time. Dang it, bro. There is another full art. This is crazy. This is so cursed. No. Oh, God. No. All right, we did get the full art Tinkaton. That's fine. Full art Tinkaton. Oh, yeah. Look at that. That is a cool card. That is cool. For sure. It's cool. Maybe this box will have 2 Secret Rares in it. Every single box has been a full art hit. There's another Tinkaton. This is the Tinkaton box, it looks like. And they're all full art Pokemon. Every single hit has been a full art Pokemon so far. That's crazy. That's fine. That's the way it goes. Really, we're just trying to find Ting-Lus so I can build decks. There we go. Thank you. Dang, I gotta... All right. I keep willing things into existence. The last booster box. 100%. We got it. Secret Rare Iono. Dang it. Secret Rare Iono. All right, cool. We got another bird. That's nice. I do love the Flamigo, so could never be upset with that. I want a 4th Ting-Lu EX. So if I can find... I've got 3 already. The Luxray I'm really happy about. For Gym Leader Challenge. Can't wait to show that off. Another Weavile. But again, yes, I'm not opening these boxes just for the pulls. That would be nice, you know? I'm not just a pull chaser. I'm a deck builder. So honestly, I don't need to have the spiciest pulls, but you know, it makes it nice when you get a little bonus in your opening, you know? What do we got in here? Tyranitar. All right. What do we got so far? How many Tinglus? I think we've got 2. We've got a regular and a full art. Really, you're going to want 4. So, if I can find a 4th now, I think we're pretty much good. The 2 main decks out of this set want the Baxcalibur deck, and we want the Tinglu deck. I think Tinglu seems really neat. Personally. Just like a nice ability lock deck. Can stop things like Kirlia's trade. Or, whatever, refinement or whatever. Can stop Comfy's flower selecting. And with no scoop up nets, there's no easy way to heal. Nice. We got the Illustrator Rare Graffiti. Very cool card. Fortress Wochen. I mean, I guess I'm guaranteed a Fortress in every box, so we'll have plenty of Fortresses and plenty of Wochens, I think. Graffiti or Graffiti? I feel like it's got to be Graffiti to make it sound like graffiti. Another Iono. You think it's Graffiti? I guess. Graffiti? Another Noivern. That's cool. It's 100% Graffiti? All right. I'll concede. Sure. Another Belly Bolt EX. We've got plenty of Belly Bolts. That's for sure. And another Knackle. Dang, we've got just a lot of these little salt blocks. That's fine. There's our 3 Illustrator Rares for the box. And one more pack. Wigglytuff. That's it for box number 3. I didn't think that we could pull any more full art Pokemon, and yet we have pulled more full art Pokemon. We have got the full art Moose EX, the full art Bellybolt EX, and the full art Tinkaton EX, along with all of the full art Pokemon EX we pulled from Snow Hazard, like the 2 full art Caparajas, full art Chien-Pao EX, and full art Wochen. So lots of full art so far. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, we didn't get a Fortress. Oh, I thought we were guaranteed one in every box, but I guess not. Yeah, thank you, Girl Power, for that sub. Appreciate it. And thank you for all the support, everybody who subbed or any of that during the stream. I really appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Relatively weak box there, but that's fine. We're holding out for this last box. This is it. The final booster box of Clay Burst. It all comes down to this. Out of 7 booster boxes so far, I have gotten 7 regular full art Pokemon. Nothing spicy. Just no spice whatsoever. No juice. And I am parched, chats. I am ready for some juice. We're in dire need of some juicy pulls. And I'm going to need this box to come in clutch. We're going to be nice and moist for this box, chat. Good to go. Let's get into it. We need that Illustrator Rare Iono. We need it. Well, we're going to start off with a Tinkaton EX. That's fine, not a secret rare. We'll deal with that just fine. Ting Lu, that's Ting Lu number 4. Love it. We've got enough Ting Lu to build a Ting Lu deck, a proper Ting Lu deck. Plenty of moose. Wow. Illustrator Rare Mousehold. That's a new one. Look at all those little mushrooms. Nice. There's another Iono, and we've got a couple play set of Iono now, so that's good. I can play it. Zeely says, you can hear the nervousness in my voice when I see a hit and the relief when it's not a secret rare. So true. Well, you know, if the Iono were easy to find, it wouldn't be over $1,000, right? Luxray. Come on. You know what? At this point, I'll take it. Okay, I'll take it. I'll take it. It's fine. You know, it's not the one, but it, you know, it's cool, bro. It's fine. It's good enough, bro. It's good enough. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Yeah, some people like this one better. I definitely like the Illustrator Rare better, but this one's dope for sure. I mean, I'll take it. Yeah, this one rocks. Absolutely incredible. Beautiful pull. We were able to find a full art Iono. Absolutely love this card. That is fantastic. The most hyped card from these sets in beautiful full art form. And you know what? We didn't break the streak. This is still a full art. Every single one of our boxes had a full art in it. So this is continuing with that trend. And you know what? At least we got the Iono and not whoever that mustache dude is. I am really, I mean, just relieved at this point. Extremely relieved. Love this Iono card. This is so cool. Wow, what a great hit. Absolutely love it. I think, yeah, this thing is still quite expensive. It's no $1,000 Illustrator Rare, but it is still worth a couple $100 right now. So that is a solid pull. Very, very thrilled about that. Cool. Love that. Well, you know what's dope about this is if I pulled the really expensive one, I would feel like I had to sell it. But since I have this one, I'll probably just put it in my Gym Leader Challenge deck. Since it's, you know, it's not that expensive. I'd feel silly for holding on to a $1,000 card, but I'd probably hang on to this one. Another Iono. Dope. And I won't feel bad about riffling that card either. Which is sick. Now, if I had a $1,000 Iona, I might feel a little silly if I was riffling that card. But this card, oh yeah. It's getting riffled for sure. Yeah, 100%. Yo, another Sandy Gast. Yes. Let's go, dude. Let's go. I think the Sandy Gast is probably my favorite of the Illustrator rare cards that we've seen so far. Got another Exploding Fortress. I think at this point, if I could find one more Tinglu EX regular art, that would be sick. So that I don't have to play mismatching arts in my Tinglu deck. But it's fine. One full art Tinglu. I actually don't think I have a playset of the Fortress EX because we didn't pull one in one of our boxes, which is strange. I thought you get your terrestrialized Pokemon in every single box, but I guess that's not true. I've been misspeaking. Chi-Yu Fish Guy. Water Fire Fish. Cool. We still got one more Illustrator rare that we should pull. I hope it's one that we haven't opened yet. Is it Dark Firefish? That's cool. And there we go. Yes. Farigiraf. That's so nice. He's so cute. Wow. Look at that. Beautiful little giraffe guy. Beautiful card. Absolutely love it. I know. Look at her. She just kind of like, hey, what you doing? What a cool card. And, of course, a Belly Bolt, because what would a booster box of Clayburst be without a Belly Bolt EX? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. And then Garganackle. Okay, so that does it for our opening of Clayburst and Snow Hazard. Let's take a look at all the cards that we got. Ugh. Oh, we've done it. We did it. You know, we got out of there. We didn't get the spiciest pulls, but we did get an Iona. So, that'll do. That'll do. That's cool. Would have felt bad if I pulled another full art, like, if it was like just another full art Belly Bolt, I think this would have been the most heartbreaking pack opening that we've done here on the channel. That would have been bad. But all in all, out of the Clayburst box, we got a full art Iono, and out of the Snow Hazard boxes, we got the whole line of Baxcalibur. So Definitely stoked on that. Now let's see what we got out of our opening, shall we? Organize these real quick. Gosh, I can't believe the Caparrajas, dude. The Caparrajas, though? Dang, man. I don't mean to be a hater, but the Caparraja, man, not exactly doing it for me. Squawkabilly. The 2 full art Caparrajas, man. Okay. What is it? He's Ching Lu. What's his name again? Not. What's the ice guy? Chen Pao. That's it. Man. Pokemon's names are impossible to remember. Okay. Chen Pao. Wo-Chen, Chen Pao. Wo-Chen. Wo-Chens. Slowking. Squawkabilly. Caparraja. Okay. Okay. Out of our 4 boxes of Snow Hazard, we were able to pull 2 full art Caparraja EX and 2 regular art Caparraja EX. We also found 4 regular art Slowking EX and 2 Squawkabilly EX. We continued our trend with full art EX Pokemon by finding 1 Wo-Chen EX full arts and 3 Wo-Chen EX regular arts. We also got 1 Chen Pao EX full arts and 2 Chen Pao EX regular arts, as well as 3 Annihilate EX. My favorite cards by far from the Snow Hazard boxes were the Illustrator Rare Baxcalibur cards, illustrated by my favorite Pokemon TCG artist, Kamiya. We were able to find 2 of the Illustrator Rare Baxcalibur, 1 Arctibax, and 1 Frigibax. Very thrilled to have pulled that whole line. We also found 2 Sudowoodo, 2 Rabska, I don't know, dung beetle guy, 1 Dunsparce, 1 Bramblin, 1 Gotharita, and 1 Rookidee. What did I call that thing? Gotharita? Gothita? Gotharita? Did I call it Gotharita? One Gothita? One Gothita? It's Gotharita. Yeah. One Gotharita? I said it right, didn't I? Anyways, if I didn't, I had it right. If I didn't, then I've got the audio bite now. So we're chilling. Now let's see what we got out of here. Clay bursts. So many belly bolts, dude. Just mad belly bolt madness. Absolute belly bolt takeover. So many belly bolts. Didn't think it was possible to see so many belly bolts all in one place. I mean, these cards, like, very clearly look like the dopest out of all the cards. Now, I'm sure we didn't pull any, but I'm sure that the Illustrator Rare EXs also are just, like, absolutely insane. I was lucky enough to pull the Guardy out of Scarlet and Violet, so. Okay, we got lots of Knackles. Cool. Got those. Our Moose. Noiverns. We'll do Moose at the front. Belly bolts. 5 belly bolts. 5. No human needs that many belly bolts. Nobody. Out of our booster boxes of Clay Burst, I was able to pull a playset of Ting Lu EX, including 1 full art and 3 regular arts. I also pulled 1 full art Tinkaton EX and 3 regular Tinkaton EX, as well as 3 copies of Fortress EX and 3 copies of Chi Yu EX. How many Iono total? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I did get 2 playsets of Iono, so that's pretty sick. I pulled a whopping 5 Belly Bolt EX with 1 full art and a playset of regular. Dang it, bro. I pulled a whopping 5 Belly Bolt EX with 1 full art and 4 regular art EX, as well as 2 Noivern EX and our lone full art supporter, Iono. For the Illustrator Rares, I found 3 Knackle, 2 Flamigo, 2 Sandygast, 1 Heracross, 1 Raichu, 1 Mousehold, 1 Grafaiai, and 1 Farigiraf. And that's it. Thank you all so much for watching the opening. Hopefully you had fun, learned a little bit about this set, and yeah, Huge thank you to buyye.jp for sponsoring this pack opening video. Again, make sure to check out the link in the description below to create an account with Buyye. Clicking that link and creating an account, which costs nothing, really helps me to continue creating this kind of content for the channel. Buyye.jp is a great resource for importing Japanese products directly from Japan. That's it for the video. Y'all take it easy and have a great day. See ya. All right. That's it. Let's do a giveaway, shall we? Giveaway time. What do you guys want to give away? Let's do... giveaways. Create giveaway. The keyword will be... Does Belly Bolt have 2 L's in it? I think so. All right. You can type the word Belly Bolt. Is it 1 L? Belly Bolt is the keyword. All right. It's 2 L's, Belly Bolt. That's it. Yeah, 2 L. Belly Bolt, 2 L's. You can type in Belly Bolt in the chat for your chance to win. Definitely giving away one of these knackles. Sorry, I keep these for my collection, so we'll give away 1 Flamingo bird. This is the giveaway pile so far. I got to keep 1 for myself. I don't need these, so I only need 1 for my collection. So, yeah, I can give away 2 of those. So whoever wins the giveaway, just give 1 to your buddy. I need 1 of these for my collection, 1 of these for Natalie. So, cool, cool, cool. Do that. Let's see what else we got. Bramblin. The Bax Caliber. Oh, yeah, one of those dudes. Ramsco, one of those dudes. Yep, for sure. Definitely do not want these full art Copperages. Yep, you can just have those straight up. Slow King EX for sure. Annihilapes, yeah, you can have Annihilate. Full art Wochen, great. Cool. And then full arts Belly Bolts. And a regular Belly Bolts. Need those. A Chi-Yu. And that guy. All right. That's the giveaway pile right here. So if you typed the word Belly Bolts into the chats, you are entered to win. I'll give it a few more moments. Also going to toss in a Tyranitar because that guy's cool. A Luxray, just in case you're a Gym Leader Challenge aficionado. And you like those guys? Yep. Well, what if you play a deck that plays like 4 of these? You know, I might need that guy. All right. I need the Knackle. What if I play a deck that tries to play a lot of Knackles? Probably not, though, right? Can't really imagine it. That thing, sure. The Sarah Ledge, no problem. I pulled at least 2 Weavile, but I might need to build a deck with Weavile in it, so I'll keep it. Okay, that's all that. Super Rod, just in case. Us a Titan. Oh yeah, all you Gym Leader Challenge fans out there. There you go. You get a Satotl and a Titan. Sure. And a worm, Earthworm. Yeah, I forgot about those dudes. That's cool. And that guy. But then if I give you that guy, I gotta give you his pre-evolution too. So that you can play him, you know? It's the wrong pile. Thank you, Real Sunny. Appreciate it. I'll give you a choice of Satotls. And there you go. There's that little dude right there. Is there 2 of them? Yes. There you go. Your choice. Sweet. This is the giveaway pile. So if you typed the word Belly Bolt into the chat, you are entered to win Belly Bolt and friends. Wow, 40 or 70 hit points. That's crazy. Isn't one of these an Ascension, though? Ascension's pretty good. Okay, now it's about time to draw that winner. Again, huge thanks to our sponsor, Buyee.jp, for sponsoring the stream and upcoming YouTube video. If you're subbed to the channel, you have 5 times luck in the giveaways. It's just how it goes. Everything here is rigged, but you should know that by now. It's always rigged, chat. Always. And the winner is Long Dirt Harry. Congratulations, Harry. You are the winner. Long Dirt Harry. Come on down. Now, Long Dirt Harry, in order to claim your winnings, you have to whisper me a good address to send these to. And then with your name and address, and I'll get it sent out to you shortly. Those individuals who won giveaways during the Scarlet and Violet set release on the Pokemon Trading Card Game Live, your accounts, your Dragon Shield accounts should be hooked up with premium access, and your other prizes are being sent out this week. So, Harry, your package will be sent out as well this week. Excellent. GG's, Long Dirt Harry. Cool, and that's it. Good stuff. Good stream, y'all. That's going to do it for me. I'm going to clean all of this up and work on some videos, and then I'll be back with some Pokemon Trading Card Game Live content tomorrow. So, I'll catch you tomorrow. Some more Pokemon TCG Live stuff, and huge thank you to everybody for the support and the fun. This was a lot of fun to open. I definitely enjoyed it, so hopefully you enjoyed hanging out with me while we crack these new packs. Hopefully everybody that attended the European International Championships having a safe trip home. And my next stop will be the Portland Regional Championships, where we're going to try and win. Aren't we? I've got Portland and then NAIC queued up. That's all I got on the agenda right now. I'm not going to be going as crazy in quarter 4 as I did in quarter 3.